I'm going to start streaming now.
No.
Hero's muted.
Yeah, Hero's... Oh, yeah, Hero's... I think Hero is having some connection problems.
He was using the AC earlier as well. So
Oh. Alright. Stream online.
And some throat issues, from what I understand.
Right, yes. Hopefully the throat issues are doing a little better. Okay, so... Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's session of Dungeons & Dragons. I am your host and GM, Timma. And with me, we have Brent.
What's good, homie?
We have Hero, which is muted right now. We have Chris.
hello.
And we have Creo. Yay. Alright.
I haven't keeping my camera on for very long.
Okay,
I haven't eaten anything yet, so I'll probably be eating on call.
fair enough. Oh shit. I forgot to write a synopsis of last time. Anyway, when we last left off, the party had when we last left off, when we last left off, the party had began the process of finding Gallonodells' family, to which they learned after making a stop in Baxdale and meeting a strange fellow, a Harengon, which also led to them meeting a dwarf man. Yes, right? Man? Male? Yeah.
He's a Fenrir's guy.
Yep. The Harengon, knowing where to find Gwahir's family, and deciding to show them where they were in the town of Mastow. With I believe it was a short horse ride, Mr. Druid.
No, it was flying on it.
Oh, yeah, because would have taken a couple of days. Oh, eagles. Oh, I thought you guys flew on... No, yeah, you guys flew on the Scout and then dropped off
Airship
with...
and eagles.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes.
Airship and eagles. I did not see that. I didn't see it. I looked down right at the lowering. Ah. Del Monte. Anyway, the party met with Gwahir's family and noticed that their house was in what could be known as shambles, and saw that they had used most of their funds and wealth, apparently, to release Gwahir of his imprisonment, and learned that essentially the amount of money needed to back pay the required taxes on the home was quite literally all of his earnings from the mission he sadly passed away on. We come back now to our party essentially attempting to explore the small town of Mastow, if I believe.
There is nothing here.
I mean, God damn it. Why you do this? Why you do this? Why are you doing this? There we go.
The town's a mimic.
You literally ended up saying last session before we closed off that we were heading back towards the airship because there was nothing of note in the town.
Well, I'm gonna look again at the notes that were generated for Mastow to see if there's anything worth. But we could always just head back to the airship. All right. So for Mastow, okay, yeah, there is a pottery.
Yep.
Back to the airship we go. So,
I cast eagles.
Many
Eagle.
a bird.
many a burb. All right. Well, you all, hold on. Y'all are on the airship, and now, what would you like to do? Well,
Fenrir starts looking for his peg.
oh yeah, Maximus fucking did something with it, I guess.
Put it
Stowed it
somewhere.
aboard the ship.
Put it somewhere safe.
Right. You come back to the ship and see that Maximus is just holding it, keeping it safe, because he's not here to tell me otherwise.
I'll be taking that.
Oh yeah, no, I just knew that you probably couldn't go flying with this. You know, don't drink and fly. Am I right? Haha.
Well, look, I was the one controlling the boat.
You should try it sometimes.
I'll hold you to that. I definitely will be doing that now. Thank you, Greg. You've made my life worse, and made me more
Well,
of an
like-
alcoholic.
Well, look, I was the one driving the boat.
Oh, Ilan should be healed, even though he won't be existing for much longer. I should spit out
I
my
don't
gun.
even remember why Elon took damage.
It's because his token hasn't remembered who he's supposed to fucking be. Oh, and I just long rested him, so apparently his token does not like this. So I'm gonna... There. Anywho. Sethi comes up to you, Gregory, and says, "All right, where to now?"
So, not gonna lie, I got distracted by the whole repay Whitehair's family thing that I forgot what we were actually doing. Like, I know the overarching thing that we need to do, but I don't know what we were doing at the moment other than, hey, we should probably go pay their family.
So I'd like to just go ahead and remind you that the last thing you have kind of, in line, I guess, is to return to Tharssis.
Wasn't there some floating islands for this character, for Fenrir to investigate because he hasn't seen them yet?
Yeah, it's literally, like, east of where you are right now. It's the giant floating ball of green there. That.
I'm not looking at the map. I am literally
Okay.
staring at all of the faces in the Discord call right now.
Ah.
Not the best thing. I am the only
There
person
is-
in the building right now, though, so I have privacy.
What'd you
Then
say?
Long story short, there is a giant land mass, the center being about southeast of where the ship currently is. I'm sure there's some height difference, but
It's
yeah,
floating
it's
up.
like, I mean, you could look due east from where you are and see it.
It's like look due east and slightly up, because you guys are flying right now. You guys are probably flying at like 400 or 500 feet. The floating island is sitting at about 2 miles into the atmosphere, above sea level.
I believe it was 3 miles above sea level when it was originally described.
I think two. I believe I said 2 to 3 because you couldn't tell from where you were, because you were just on the ground.
Well, at that reminder, Greg suddenly remembers, and he's just going to point in the direction of the floating landmass. Just, we need to go there.
Seath kind of just looks and says, "Are You sure?
That's
'Cause
where
that
I was headed.
I am sure.
that's
Where I was heading before y'all picked me up.
because that's the island of Tharssis or whatever. That's what we heard. That's where the battle happened. That's where the shit went down.
Yes. That is where we must go next.
All right.
That's where I was heading before I got picked up by you lot.
Well, she looks back to the navigator. Full speed! Points at the fucking floating island. And he looks over, gives a salute. And the scout banks to the east, and you are on your way. So, flying at 100 miles an hour, it doesn't take you very long to approach the.
Very little resistance in air travel.
I mean, I was gonna say, like, what do you mean resistance? Like air resistance or the attacks?
General resistance. Air resistance does play a part of it, but due to not being attached to the ground, air resistance is the only thing playing a part in it.
Yep. And drag, right? Or that are those two the
Great.
same?
Make sure everyone's secured.
Yep. Oh yeah, to the two new people that arrived, new harnesses were brought up, and oh, Hero's gone.
Where the hell is my other phone?
Oh, and they're back.
Trying to find my other device so I can get on the map and join you people there.
Good. That would be big preach. Hello, Hero. How's your throat? You feeling better? Yay, nay.
You're still muted.
Yeah, still muted. That's why I did the. You can just use your.
Yeah, hey, throat's all okay.
Okay, good,
Hey,
good,
Hero.
good. Hero. All right.
I guess I gotta turn my AC off. Man,
I was gonna see. We can.
Ow. Ow.
Don't hurt yourself. Stop it. There we go. That's a lot better.
Hurt my damn shoulder again.
Don't do it.
I gotta see the chiropractor again. It's been bothering me. You hit a certain age and you just don't recover from injury the same way.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait till I can't recover. All right. So, oh, you know what? You guys are heading over there, and you also, since you are kind of at a lower altitude, Jack, we can still.
I mean, I'm sorry. I
Very.
didn't realize was this going on the whole time?
Not while you were muted, no, but now that you're unmuted, we can hear it
Okay,
very
'cause,
clearly.
Like, yeah, before your video went up, but it was showing that it was loading, so I thought, okay, people must be having some connection issues or something. And then
Oh.
I disconnected for some reason and reconnected, and then all of a sudden everything showed up.
Well, good. Let's hope everything still stays. I can't hear you either very much, Creo. I'm gonna turn you up.
Oh, me?
Yeah, it was very, very blocked and muted, like the microphone is covered.
Well, I can assure you that it's not. I was just facing away from my microphone, so the sound wasn't going towards me.
Fair enough. All right.
I was also speaking quietly, which I usually don't do.
So after a short amount of time, probably a few hours or so, I would say it's now getting into the evening of day 137 of the year 1999. As you guys are flying to it, you also do have to raise an altitude, and so you to the ones that have seen this, you know what you're expecting. And to the ones that haven't seen this, which is a few of you, there is
Me.
yeah, I was gonna say there's gonna be Jack, Novi,
Fenrir.
and Fenrir who have not seen this yet. I gotta make it so that their name is visible. What the hell?
Meanwhile,
Save.
I like to imagine that Greg and Jameson are just like, oh.
And
shit
Max.
again.
And Ilan.
Max.
Ilan actually didn't set foot, but he has seen it for what it is.
I gazed into the abyss and it winked.
Did the abyss give a pickup line?
Oh God. Yeah, join me. Oh.
We are legion and we are many.
Join us.
If you really want me to, I could give you a voice version of a pickup line.
Well, we're moving on. All right. We have an hour to make up. All right. So, as you all crest over what would be sort of like, all right, you're coming up to the edge of the floating island, and as you're gaining in altitude, you're seeing more up above it than what you could see from where you were. Hero, this is whatever you've done is great. I cannot hear the air.
I apologize, but I didn't realize it was still going.
You're good. No, it is
Earphones, so I'm like, wait a second.
it is silence and it is great. As you crest, you start to see what looks like weird spires that kind of go into the air. They look rather organic, you could say, and they even look at some point like they're moving. And as you continue to crest up and get sort of in line with this plane of flat ground, you see many of these spires just shooting straight up into the air, and just as there is a large amount of wind and the propellers that are going off, which makes nothing quiet at all, you just see these spires, many of them, small, large, thin, thick, just kind of swaying in the atmosphere and all the wind. And Sethi, she turns to you, Greg, and says, "So, how do you wish to disembark?"
One moment. Stand back a bit, and Greg's gonna walk to the. I believe it's the bow, the front of the ship.
Uh-huh.
At this point, I don't even know if I've seen weirder or not.
And he's going to use thaumaturgy to make himself 3 times louder to be like, Tharssis, it's Greg. Please do not attack us again.
All right.
And then come back and, as long as you can get us to the edge, I think I can take care of getting us there.
All right. You see her run over to the navigator, and over all the sounds, you can't really hear what the discussion is. Well, you can see her lips, and you have observant, right?
Yes, I do.
All right. She goes over to him and says, "We need to get as close to the ground as possible. Possibly off the edge, bring us level." And he says, Right. Get the scouters so that they can spot for me." And she's like, "Good idea." And so she runs over to a couple of crew members. You see her say, get your ropes on, go overboard. We need you to guide us in. And the two guys look, ah. One of them runs off. He gets his harness and he like locks it in on himself, and then like like in on his harness so it's out of his way. He gets a rope and it gets tied to his harness. And then another guy, like it's a two-man crew. So one of the men goes over, climbs, and starts rappelling down with this rope, and the other man up top just kind of looks over. To which that's all you can see now is one has gone down and one is looking over. And so then the man that is looking over starts like doing gestures with his hand, either, you know, this way. You start realizing that what he's doing is kind of trying to direct the navigator to pilot the ship in a way. And then he starts doing this, and the ship, you know, you see the navigator, it starts descending a little bit. And then at a certain point, he makes a gesture. The navigator throws the lever into a middle sort of position, and you see that the ground is what would be level to the ship's deck. But, oh, hold on.
What's he hold on for?
He's talking to someone.
Okay.
Oh man, first time at Flesh Island.
All right. So the way that the airship is actually positioned is it's positioned in a way where and I haven't like actually like showed you guys like what my concept art for it is or whatever, but pretty much the ship has, at least this one, it has the propellers on the side. Nope. On the side, kind of stemming off from two joists that butt out from like here to here, sort of a thing.
So it's essentially got plane propellers.
Yeah, and they've pretty much parked it like that. Oh god. So you guys have a spot where it's like main deck is level with that, so you'd have to go up and over the thing. I can't remember what it's called. The railing, but they had a different word to it.
Banister?
The banister. It's something else. I literally had it written down because it was like, oh, that's a good word to use, and I think Chubbs was the one that told me about that. Taffrail. Anyway.
His World of Warships.
Yeah, taffrail. Anyhow, if you get up onto the taffrail and like jump out onto the island, you can reach it. So.
Going over to wherever Sethi is.
Yeah. So Sethi was kind of still
Once
with
we
the
have
navigator.
disembarked,
Yes.
but just once we have disembarked, your orders are then to return to base, for we will be here for some time.
How do you, okay, I have
just need you
multiple
to trust me on
questions.
this.
Fair. Fair. Hold on, what'd you say? Oh, hold on. First off, was that in character or out of character?
In character.
What'd you say?
I'll usually specify if I'm saying something out of character.
Okay, fair enough.
How are they supposed to know to come get us?
That's one of the questions I was about to ask, Captain.
Don't worry about it.
I'm worried.
I just need you both to trust me on this.
I just met you.
And this is crazy. Anyway.
I was just about to say.
Same, I was gonna say. It.
Oh, I
And
got
have yet
y'all.
to lie to you, friend.
I just met you.
Novikov says, "Yeah, I just met you guys too. What the hell?"
I just met you, and you're asking me to trust you while telling me that this thing we're about to climb on is made of flesh. I'm
Oh, yeah.
sorry if I'm not the most trusting.
Trust me, it'll be fun.
I'm not here for fun.
Ilan jumps over and just kind of walks away a little bit, turns back, and is just like, "Are we doing this or what?" Oh my God!
May as well.
Jack
Came here for
leaps
answers.
over.
I came here for answers, and by Loki's mustache, I'm going to get them.
All accounts, I shouldn't be one of the first people jumping off. This isn't my game. He shakes his head and looks back at the other people.
Why'd I do that? Maximus comes up. Well, might as well. No, well, yeah. So, Greg, you're talking with Seath, and she just says, "Okay, so return to base, right? And you're going to be here for some time. Like, how long? Some time?"
The end of the year.
That's
What?
25. You cannot hear him. There is no fucking way. I'm just letting you know. What? Anyhow, yeah, no, Jameson. Like Jameson, ears bleeding. All right, anyway, but
But I can still hear it.
she says that's 20, well, almost 26 days away from now.
Consider it some off time. You can also get some more crew for the ship and make sure that everything's in working order when we return.
Ship shape.
So,
Ship shape.
are we coming to get you or what?
That I know.
Well, if we're not killed this thing by the end of the year, then we're probably dead ourselves.
She cannot hear you. You're too far away and it's too loud.
Out of character.
Okay.
If we haven't killed this thing by the end of the year, we're probably dead ourselves.
No, we will come to you. Because here's the thing, either we succeed in our mission and things should be fine, or we fail in our mission and everything dies anyway. So, you and the crew go enjoy the time off, and we're gonna go do our thing.
I must say that I think I was privy to the particular mission that you are on, although I had to say I didn't know how much of it I could believe, but looking at what I can see here, this is way above my pay grade, so good luck!
Jameson goes on the island.
And yep.
And
Well, friend, you can join us or you can stay with them. And Greg's gonna join the group.
alright, so Novikov says, fuck it, and bow. And then also, coming off, we have there. The Crimson Lash has joined the party.
Hey.
Right? Yeah, I've got Lonson, Illatran, Nindrol, And Mirgoth. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
All right, and as you all leave, I do believe, yeah. Well, the ship backs away, and you see dangling from like a rope is a man hanging off, not hanging off of the bottom, but he's like holding on, and he's like, "You're good, you're good, you're good." To then, after it reaches a certain distance, and you see it go.
Jack braces.
And flies away to the north. You are now alone on the Tharsian island.
Yay.
Well, there goes my.
Greg starts making a beeline towards the center.
Coming over here like this.
All right, so like first off, you all get to experience blood map first, and then also, music incoming. Roll 20.
Oh no. Oh no.
Better turn my volume down in case that blasts. There I go.
Ooh,
Or
this is better.
ominous.
I'll turn.
I'm used to having very, very bad experiences with music through calls or through anything other than a music provider.
Yeah, maybe you should
This
have
is
a
way better
PC.
than I thought it would be.
So, you all are walking around, and oh boy, I gotta actually delete all of this. That's sad. Well, guess I'll do it.
Guess I'll die. Okay.
Sorry, I just have to delete all the hard work I did
Shots
of.
in my head.
I have to delete all the hard work I did of adding 300 individual tokens to a map, but it's fine.
Oh god.
It's fine. I'm
All
okay
right.
with this situation.
And after about 4 hours-ish of traveling, you all reach, well, to some of you, a familiar area. And, technically you've all walked a different path. I do believe you guys came, like, from, like, the southwest of it, so. Who? Marching order, please.
Fenrir
Greg,
Fenrir
first.
All
is
right.
going to try and be- Fenrir is going to try and be second for the sake of trying
Hey,
to
you're second. Ilan will be right behind you.
Jack's more or less following the others, but doesn't want to be last in line.
I'll go
All right.
next.
That's weird.
What? me?
That's better. No, fucking Jameson's character was not updated on the token that I pulled out. All right. Now, Maximus. Shut your dirty mouth. All right, Maximus is there. All right, so. Who am I missing? I've got Greg, Fenrir, Ilan, Maximus, Jack, Jameson of your party.
Novi?
Huh?
Novi? No.
Oh yeah, Novi. Novi will be
names I can... Sorry.
there. Fuck it.
The only names I can see are Greg's, mine, and Jameson's.
Oh, okay. Let me change that.
Yeah, I can only see mine and Greg's.
I have a sneeze coming on.
Yay.
Oh, C. There we go.
We'll stop it.
Stop.
Get
having
off
sex,
it!
Please.
We gotta make it so that people can see.
Hey, I can see.
Clearly now. Fuck you.
Fuck you too. I thought the same exact thing. I'm like, nope, not gonna say it.
No, you have to in this group. You have to, or you're a loser.
That's what I was gonna do while muted.
Do it or you're a fucking jabroni.
Do it, or you're fucking dumb.
Listen
All
here,
right.
brother.
Brother.
Oh wait, he's dead.
Oh! Oh!
And he's here, friends. Somewhere. Jameson was the only one that saw that.
Yeah, you're the only one that saw.
Oh, what?
Because I wasn't there for that session.
One of our old
No.
characters, named Brother, was one of the people on the island that were absorbed. First time we were here.
Absorbed and repurposed, you should say.
Reduce, recycle, reuse.
Recycled.
Oh god, no, that's horrible.
Recycle.
Cycle? No.
Processed.
Mm-mm. Bad. Ew. No.
Good. Your first Creo.
By flesh he was given life, and by flesh it was taken.
Praise be.
Godspeed.
No, that's not right.
Praise be.
Praise be. All right. As you are all entering this cylindrical space, Greg, Jameson, and Maximus, you all notice a familiar opening at the southernmost edge of a cylindrical structure.
Yes.
Just yes.
Yes.
Yep. I remember.
Obvious.
I know some of these words.
I
These words are
understand the
googly
words you're
words, I
saying.
know. Woo.
What are you doing?
Walking up.
All right. Is everybody following? Oh. Greg, first into a door every time, Greg.
He never learns.
Michael Myers suddenly stabs
Never.
you again.
It doesn't matter if I'm first or last. I always get ganked. Doesn't matter what order I go in.
All right. Well, who's going in?
I'll
Hmm?
Once again, having no idea what this place is, I'm going to try and go in second specifically.
Well, Greg is already making his way in through the fleshy crevice, so, and Jameson, and then Fenrir. Okay, and oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy.
All right, Jameson, as you step inside, it is a familiar, dark room, which at the center is a familiar, sphincter-like opening in the ground.
Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
Turning half around to look at the one supposedly following behind him, Fenrir asks, Jack, you said your name was, right?
Turn that off. I'm Jack. Hey, Fenrir, what's up?
Do you have anything to start a fire with?
At that, Jameson
I
is
got
just
a
gonna.
lamp and a little bit of oil. Why? Don't try to burn the place. I've been told don't try to burn the place.
At this point, Jameson is gonna light his sword on fire.
The fire.
Jack just looked at James. He's like, "What did you people just tell me?"
All right.
Yeah, this barrel may have another use soon.
Anyway. All right. Yeah. Thank you for the aura. Thank you so much, Chris. All right. As soon as you start saying something to Jack, all of a sudden.
And now that everyone's done that,
Done what?
Greg's gonna cast Fairy Fire centered on himself.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
You mad lad.
What a mad boy.
Man, I've got this sneeze that is just way back there, and I keep every so often feeling I'm gonna, and then I don't. It's driving me insane.
Oh God.
Breathing
to
is
sh-
meant be
I need to
long, so
sharpen.
I'll ask
I-
Anyone that wishes can make a DC 17 Dex save to not be glowing.
And
I'm
Jack
good.
backs away then to not glow. He would not like to glow.
He doesn't want
Neither would I.
Fenrir does not care.
Jameson's fine.
Oh, what should I ever
I need a Dex save from Jack.
Yeah, deck
By the
save
way,
from
to
Jack.
anyone who might not know, when Jameson lights his sword on fire, he literally
I
like
forget
runs
again
it through his
what you-
hand.
Yeah, yeah. As a,
Save is under proficiency bonus, right? Or
it's
No,
right
that's
above
right,
your
perfect.
skills.
Never
Right
mind.
above your skill. But yeah, no. As you, yeah, when the
Keep in
instant
mind,
before.
you get plus to the save
On.
when around me.
Oh,
There we go.
the instant before
that
Jameson
wasn't
lit
very
his the instant before Jameson lit his sword on fire, he like I would say like what, as you like released it from the scabbard, you just had your hand over the blade and
Yeah.
Don't you get like a +5 to your saves by being within 10 feet of me?
let's take a look at your stuff. I believe you have an aura about you.
If so, Jack passes.
Aura of courage. No, aura
I believe it's
of
10 feet.
aura of protection. There it is. Whenever you or a friendly creature within 10 feet of you must make a
Add
saving throw.
charisma to your
Charisma modifier is +5, I believe.
So, yeah, that's a
Got some puts-
17.
points there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 18. Yeah, that's an 18. You pass.
Alright.
You are not glowing.
Fenrir himself does not care.
Fenrir is glowing.
Yes.
Anyone who fails or chooses to fail the save are now glowing purple.
You're
I like
purple.
I'm glad I saved that.
I'm disgusted by this color.
Yeah. It's repulsive.
I like purple. Favorite
Too
color.
bad. Too bad.
And it
Blue, purple.
Purple. All right. So,
and
there
we
are
shed dim light in a 10-foot radius.
all right. So, 3 of you are shedding well, 2 of you are shedding a purple dim light in a 10-foot radius. Jameson, you are fine. You're just shedding a fiery colored dim light in a 10-foot radius.
It's like a torch, but worse.
Yeah. So,
Also,
With that-
can the island make a dex save, please?
Everything lights up.
sure.
That was actually clever. Okay. Huh.
I do believe he has advantage on this. Let me double check.
Like a trampoline, it just kind of whoops.
No, like literally the entire island, everybody is blinded down below, and you've created a catastrophe. Good job. Hold on, down.
Imagine the whole island glowing purple.
All right.
It's like, what's going on?
Okay. Yep. Yeah, he has advantage. Let me double. So your saving is what? 15 on this? What was it?
I thought-
17.
17.
Yeah, it was 7. I have a strangely good memory when it comes to D&D, but nothing else. Somebody's camera turned off. I believe it's friends.
Oh yes, that's much better now. I had too many things going at once. Computer was getting a headache.
The computer hurdy. All right.
Dirty.
And that's a what save?
And
What
probably
save? Dex.
DC.
Dexterity.
So
Dex 17.
Yeah, no, the island does not begin glowing purple.
Bullshit.
Anyhow, moving on.
You leave purple glowing steps.
That'd be funny. But as you enter in this building, here we go. This is what you hear. This is the ambiance. So yeah, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna keep walking.
All right, well,
Entering
Greg,
forward.
I was going to say, Greg is in front of you, so you immediately run into him. All right, Greg moves forward. Greg, do you approach the sphincter-like hole in the center of the room?
I approach the floor sphincter.
Good. As you do you look within?
Do you stare into the abyss?
And it's winks. No. If you look
God
down.
damn it, Tim.
Anyway, if you look down into this crevice, you notice there is a staircase of flesh.
This stuff is just way intense.
I proceed down the staircase.
All right, the staircase is
follow.
familiar. The staircase is familiar.
That does not give good vibes.
Am I locked behind a trapdoor again?
No.
Hello.
It's been so long. Hello. Oh God, the PTSD is coming back.
Sorry, lost control of myself.
Sorry, I had a remembrance. All right. Well, Maximus goes in. He's like, "You've seen one hole, you've seen them all," and he just goes straight down.
Dramatic Greg disorder.
Elon,
Anytime he goes down the
Fenrir is
staircase.
still giving no shits.
what?
Fenrir is still giving no shits.
All right, Fenrir descends into the sphincter staircase. Novikov
Let's
has
hope you
no
keep that
choice.
A while
energy.
ago that I'm going down.
I can't wait to hear Novikov just be like, "All right, what I miss? Everything. You're now in a staircase sphincter. Continue on." What?
Yeah, I had it worse. I had. So we blew up the guild hall. What? Roll to see if you get damaged or died. What?
Oh God, that's what you. Oh no.
That's what I came back to once.
Hey, by the way, so everything is dead. Roll a new character, please.
I think I actually got a nat 20,
You
so
don't
like, yeah,
roll
you're
a
fine.
character. Unless you're using that method of stats. Otherwise, you don't
So what you're
roll
saying
the
is
hit.
you do.
I love rolling up a character.
Oh,
There we go. All right. Well, Fenrir, you continue in. You go in.
Yeah.
The Crimson Lash. Well, as much as Lonson is making his comments, Illitron is actually like really intrigued by everything that has been happening so far. Like, Illitran is like, there's like a sense of definite like, well, I should say you have to roll an fucking insight check, but only if you care. I only about started going into it because I realized I should maybe make the Crimson Lash think. The Crimson Lash are people too. Oh, hey, Jameson. All right. So, Jameson with a 17. You don't really know Illitron that well.
Oof.
Greg, you don't remember shit about Illitron.
I don't know anything about anybody.
Yeah. But
what would I be rolling?
Who are these people?
an insight check, because I was just saying whoever wanted to, because I was starting to just describe like Illitran's like interest in everything that's happening, because this is something new and like she feel Jameson, you can tell with a 17 that she looks like she feels like she's truly like exploring it. Okay, both you and Jameson, Jack, seem to tell that she's kind of, as much as there is the God damn it. When there's a hesitation, God damn it.
Yeah, Schnurb.
Whatever. As much as you can see that there is a hesitation in her face with this entire situation, there's also what seems to be almost like a sense of excitement of being somewhere new that she's never seen before, and just what.
That eternal glimmer of curiosity.
Yeah, it's very much setting off her curiosity because she, her as a wizard, she is naturally inclined towards the unknown and to find, things like that. So you're saying that she is straight up like, wow.
Rome isn't responding.
Dies to 1d4 excitement then.
Yeah, 1d4 excitement damage. But anyhow, so as you all move down the stairs, you find yourselves in the familiar. Oh, that's not where you are. Y'all are there, but also not this person. Oh god. Not this person there.
Too.
Shut the fuck up, man. I'm so fucking done with your shit. Such
Says the
done.
guy who wanted me to join this campaign.
Yep. That's what I get.
Yeah, now you can live with your poor choices.
My
Yep.
character sheet is not allowing me to interact with it. Again.
That's weird. What? What?
Chrome
Like
isn't
10
responding.
seconds.
It says it should be editable and controllable by you. Huh.
It is. It's just phone is being slow as all fun.
Oh, well, yeah. Alright, there's a lot of people that have to fit in this tiny place. Terrific. Alright, 1, 2,
Aha!
3, 4, 5, 6. What? What? Aha, what?
Bunch of people have to fit in a tiny space.
Ah!
Oh. Large amount of objects in a small space.
Too much stuff, not enough space.
Alright, so...
That sounds like a trope.
Alright, so... you are all in this familiar... well, to some of you, it is a familiar space. To the rest of you, you are inside some sort of a structure whose walls are flesh. They pulsate. You hear... boom, boom. Boom, boom. Reverberating within and around you. All right, moving on.
After a minute, fairy fire drops, by the way.
Yeah, so that would have dropped like now.
I like how you had to wait those few seconds.
That's fine, I have dark vision.
And what are you doing? All right, Greg is moving.
Sorry about that. I had to splash some water.
There are two Gregs.
Very
Followed
nice.
by Greg, apparently.
Nope, just the one.
Okay, I'm gonna stop trying to interact with
Kage
Roll.
Bushi no Jutsu.
What?
I'm going to stop trying to interact with Roll20. It is not liking me as usual.
Fair enough. Oh, oops. Sorry, let me go ahead and move Maximus then, because you took that spot first. There we go. All right. All right. So that's apparently the marching order. All right. You all move through this space, and I would say to Jack, to Jack, Fenrir, and Novikov, you all notice that it seems Greg, Jameson, and Maximus are familiar with this place. They aren't really like, they don't really seem phased at all. Maybe a little, but
Maybe some PTSD
I
going
would say,
on.
I would say Jameson is definitely on guard, but he doesn't seem like he's lost or anything.
Okay. The Crimson Lash follow.
How hilarious would it be if I just transformed right now?
Please don't.
No, God, please. All right, so you all move up, and then
Shock
oops.
value that you want to have on Jack would be lost. He'd just be like, oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah, I'm safe.
He's like, yeah, he's like in so much shock right now. It'd be a waste. All right, so then you all
Jack
enter
shocked?
into
No,
the
Jack is just kind of contemplating his
life.
mortality.
Oh,
Unpleasant things.
Contemplating life
He's
decisions.
he's contemplating depressing stuff right now.
oh
Taking
Jesus.
this all with very calmly.
Jeez.
So I would say, without any issue, you have made it to the staircase to the second level. Do you continue onward?
Fenrir does,
I
but
do.
Fenrir does, but for whatever reason, he has stuck the tip of his blade and is dragging into the wall and is dragging it through.
Okay.
I wonder why. The
It seems
mind
as though,
truly boggles.
It seems as though this place is flesh, wanting to see if it interacts like flesh would.
Well, I mean, the walls do, like, your blade kind of pierces the surface flesh, and there is, like, what appears to be some tearing, and as you kind of try and drag your sword through it, it does split in places, and, like, there is, like, blood, but, like, shortly after, like, say, as you move your sword down, it's kind of following, like, with healing. Like, the walls are repairing themselves, like, less than a couple seconds or less as the obstruction is gone.
As the incision is drawn.
As the incision is made, yeah, sorry. Fucking words.
Instruction.
No, I said obstruction, like the obstruction within the wall being removed.
Huh.
Alright, so there's
So
them.
we won't be able to carve our way out.
Alright. Do you all, like, Greg, do you continue down the path that you know?
Yeah, he's just going.
Great, you're there. Fucking, unless anybody wants to do or say anything in the, like, 5 or so minutes that it takes to walk your happy asses over
Yeah,
there.
kind of follows
All
and
right.
is like, what's the plan exactly?
Not
Greg,
entirely.
my man.
Is that to
Not
Greg?
entirely clear myself.
Yeah. That's Greg. What exactly are we doing here abruptly, suddenly?
Suddenly.
I was under the impression we wouldn't be coming back here for a while, but yeah, so. Enlighten me?
We are meeting back up with Tharssis to discuss what we must do to stop this Yagholvast.
Makes sense. I think. I don't know.
What are either of those things? I thought Tharssis was the island.
And this
What?
is the
Tharssis
island.
is Tharssis. That's all you gotta know.
Tharssis is the island, and the being. They are one and the same.
Yeah, it's a living island, like, got a consciousness that is a person.
Yes
Entity.
to both.
I guess entity works.
Multiple consciousness.
That too.
I would say that I don't really know if this is the weirdest thing I've seen or not. But it
Have
does
you ever
scratch
been
me
in a
sometimes.
hive mind?
I've never been in one, but I have
Not quite.
interacted with you before.
Not quite a hive mind, but certainly in a group that all had the same obsession.
Close enough.
I've not been in a hive mind, but I have seen hive minds interact.
On that note, let's go introduce y'all to Tharssis. And Greg's gonna head down.
Yeah, I don't need an introduction. I'll just watch.
I'm a hang.
Right now, I'm here to
Which is
learn.
hang.
Hold on, I have to bring everybody into existence. Sorry. All right.
Drunk person stumbling around outside.
Oh god, just like back home. Anyway, as you all enter into what Greg, Jameson, and Maximus know as the Heart Chamber, you all bear witness to the flesh of Tharssis as you see this large
Tharssis, how you doing?
this large object in front of you, above you. And to you, are you actually saying like sup Tharssis or sup?
What is up, fellow teenagers?
Oh my god.
How's it
Anyhow,
hanging,
um,
fellas?
so yeah, also, where is Novi? He's so close, but apparently not. That was 30 minutes ago. Anyhow, yeah. So to literally everybody but Greg, Jameson, and Max, this is the first time you're seeing this, and this is a sight truly to behold.
This is interesting.
To which also the light that is being propagated in the place are being these lights are being propagated by like fucking what did I say before they were these like cysts that are glowing red. It's fine. And they're all over the room. They're just like bringing out light into the space.
It's all
So,
chill.
as you all enter, you all hear this booming, deep voice. I have felt you here since your return. I applaud you for having the courage to face me again. I see you have brought others with you. Do you plan to commit to absorption?
I can't speak for the rest, but I will do what must be done.
Ah, fuck it. Why not? I've done stupider things before.
I don't even. Who is this?
Do you not remember us talking about Tharssis?
Oh, so this is Tharssis.
Hold on, I gotta.
Jameson just kind of gestures towards Tharssis like, yeah, no, duh.
Well, the Lash also, each of them raise their hands and say, well, Lonson, well, I just met you, but I guess we're going to be having a good time. Ugh.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. Let's get
But-
absorbed now and save the world now.
Oh, I just met you. This is crazy. I just met you. This is crazy. But here's my body, so absorb me, maybe.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. My body. Absorb me, maybe.
All right.
I hope it's tasty.
Maximus also raises his hands. Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
I don't even know what I would be doing.
Ilan says, I am
It seems as
willing.
though I don't really have- It seems as though I don't really have much of a choice, seeing as everyone else is going.
Okay. I need. Well, either he gives me an answer right now.
That good enough, Tim?
Because he's getting a wad shoved up his nose in a few seconds. Said that a minute ago. As to the question though, Jack just kind of like moves a little away from the group and like sits down and is just like contemplating absorption or not.
One of us. One of us.
So Fenrir, are you going with? Well, everyone else is doing it, so I might as well.
It doesn't really seem as though I've got much of a choice, seeing as the entire remainder of the group seems to be getting absorbed.
It's apparently the one way to save the world, just everyone become one, and I believe there's a chance of everyone coming back individually, if I understood correctly, once it's all over.
That does not seem.
Promising, yeah, I know. That's why I'm
Well-
sitting here thinking. I have to sit on this and
That
think.
doesn't
As
seem
you-
As this
right.
is happening, James
As-
is gonna step and be like, "Come on."
Well, hold on. Wait, before you even needed to do that, hold on, stop. So, Fenrir, because you're having a little bit of, God damn it. God damn it, it's the same word I was trying to think of earlier with Illatran.
Hesitancy?
But it's an A. It starts with an A. Apprehension!
Apprehension. Yeah, I'm like, eh?
So, like, there's a bit of an apprehension I can sense from you, Fenrir. So, do you think maybe at this moment, maybe no?
I've yet to truly say yes or
Okay,
no.
okay. So, we'll go with that.
I'm
So,
currently getting more information.
so after everyone who essentially raised their hands, after about, 6 seconds, Greg, Jameson, the Lash, which aren't people, is just me, and Maximus, if he were here, and Alon. As you stand among the rest of your party, you start to feel yourself sink. You look down and see that the flesh you stand upon is slowly pulling you in. Your feet, your calves, your thighs, your waist. Slowly, you sink into the ground. As the ground reaches your head, you instinctively take a breath, like submerging into water. You close your eyes, and darkness and warmth takes you. God damn it. Fuck. Go away. God damn it. Okay, there we go. Boom,
Someone
boom.
left.
What? Oh, it was Greg.
Greg.
God damn it.
Someone disconnected.
Shit.
Father,
Well,
return!
That's
Well,
a
now
good
I-
time to when he doesn't really have to.
there we go. He's back. All right. Are you back? You here? You hear me?
Oh, that's much better.
All right.
Welcome
The
back,
darkness and warmth takes you. Boom, boom. You feel the heartbeats of this organism that has taken you in, and you start to feel this creeping sensation in your mind, as though something is working its way in. You feel this sensation everywhere on your body, a permeation of prickling pins all over you. Then you start to hear whispers, quietly, unintelligible. Then they become clear. Thousands of overlapping voices. Then the screaming. Thousands of screaming voices of pain, of despair, of horror, of fear. It bombards your mind as you try to make sense of everything you are feeling. As now, you start to see images flashing through your mind. Hundreds of thousands of what you can assume are memories flash in mere instants. Then, a stronger force corrals these voices, screams and memories to silence. And instead, you see plainly, laid into your mind, a man which has an aura around him as if he were strong in magic. Someone you could see was a leader of his people and the bearer of the forbidden knowledge that the end of the world is to come. This figure speaks to you. Thank you for your cooperation. There will be side effects to this. Your mind and memories are laid bare to all. But only a select few will have any recollection of them. We now wait until the arrival of the consumer. My knowledge and the collective knowledge of all beings within me are yours to do with as you will. Get comfortable. We have many days to wait. And coming back to Jack, Novi, and Fenrir, you just see them disappear, and then after a couple of seconds, you hear the booming again. Well, to you that remain, you have one last chance. Please, join me, and together we will stop the impending doom.
What is going to cause this impending doom?
It is Yaghalvast, the consumer. Did they not tell you of this?
It's first day here. Sorry, didn't give much of a chance to get filled in.
Well, ask the questions you may have, and I will do what I can to answer.
I know your name, but who are you?
I was the former leader of the people of the island that resides below us, before it became shattered and look as it does today. I ruled this place 2,000 years ago, and I stumbled upon a secret, the secret of the consumer. And he punished me and my people for it. I have willed myself power, though it came at a cost, as you can see. But I wish to destroy this elder evil to save this world.
claim to want to destroy the consumer, yet it seems as though your power to do so is through consumption.
Yes, I know the irony of this situation. It is not lost on me, and I do regret that I've had to resort to these means, but I had to do what I could with the powers that I have been given, per se.
Given by who?
It is part of the curse that Yog Halvast put upon me. He first cursed my people, destroyed them, sent them away from this plane, and left me here alone as a stoned figure, trapped in my own body until those that has already accepted my offer came and released me through defeating me.
Please try to understand my wariness, but... well, wariness is all that's kept me alive thus far.
I do understand where you come from in this feeling. It is not something that I have wished to do, but it is sadly what I have resorted to.
I do not know what it is that I'm even trying to fight, nor at this point do I want to. I've promised my people that I will fight.
Then you will have your fight.
Fight I shall. Just let me keep this, will you? He ends up moving the jug, moving the barrel.
That will be acceptable.
He turns back over to Jack. Well, will you be joining me?
Jack's just been like, ever since Greg went down, Jack's just been like sitting like this, and once Greg went down, tears started coming out of his eyes. And he's just been sitting here really sad and looking so miserable and dejected and abandoned like a little kitten. He's just looking like so miserable. He just goes,
Left.
"What? Yeah, fuck it. I'll have a drink." I fuck. I don't
Finally.
normally.
Part of having a barrel with you is always have a mug too. He puts his sword, well, he places his sword against the ground, just setting it down before reaching over his back, grabbing a few mugs. You be joining us? He turns to the remaining.
Novi gladly takes it and says, "Yeah, I need a drink after this."
More like before this.
Constantly is a good option.
This thing's not an infinite well as large as it is.
He takes his drink, slams it, hands you back the mug. Fuck it. I guess I'm game.
He ends up tipping the barrel, refilling and topping off the mugs that had already been sipped from. I don't know how sobriety will end up affecting this, but not like it'll end up. It's not too bad a thing to lose.
Jack like takes it and he just sits staring again at nothing.
To
He's
which
like totally forgotten he even has it. After a while, he kind of blinks, looks down, and takes a chug. Then takes another chug, and then holds his cup out for another.
I've not known you lot for long, but the fact that I've known you at all. He refills the mug once again.
Jack starts drinking it down. He coughs once, because, like, obviously he doesn't really drink strong stuff very often.
I was gonna say after
Kinda
your
goes
first
down the
drink,
wrong way.
after your first drink, you need to make saving throws.
Yep, that's my plan.
With a +5 bonus because of the paladin.
Oh god damn it.
Right, let's see.
Well,
Saving
so
throw,
this should be 10, right, Greg? This is what we were talking about
Yes.
before. So, hey, look at that.
I am very sorry.
Hey!
I literally kicked my bedroom door down and jumped onto the bed to get my desktop.
Good. This is what we expect. All right, so
Alright.
make your choice.
Let's roll the 12.
So that'd be a 1, 2, 3, 4. That'd be a 17. So second drink down.
Also, I don't know who the fuck Tharssis is, so I'm going to say no.
So what you would have heard, if you were here, was Tharssis is the former ruler of the islands that sit below the floating island. However, he also said that it didn't used to, that they were shattered and used to be whole. He essentially found a forbidden secret, which was the fact that this being, Yaghalvas the Consumer, well, existed or was coming or whatever, and so he was cursed for it, and so was like a majority of his people. And he said that while they were sent away to another plane of existence, he was made into essentially a petrification of himself, trapped in his own body, and that he was only released because of two. Well, he was released because of former members of the party that have already accepted his condition. And then he said that he wants to save the world from Yaghalvast because Yaghalvast plans to consume and destroy it. And then the irony was not lost on him of the fact that he must consume to gain the power to fight the consumer.
I'm not some stock feed, mate. Go find your own fucking food. Go eat some crystals or something. I ain't some meal for you to eat, alright? I don't care about your sub story. I don't care what you've done. Just leave me out of it.
Word.
So is that a yes from Fenrir
What
and
the
a
hell no?
no from...
Me.
I get that it's a no from you, but I'm saying, is it a no from Jack or what? Or are you essentially drinking until you pass out?
He's more or less started just sipping at this point, seriously considering it. Finally puts the mug down, I guess pours it back in the barrel, is like, no, I'm not gonna accept this offer either.
I was about to say, if you do accept the offer, you won't be able to drink anymore. Think about it.
I don't drink normally anyway. I'm probably going to be sick tomorrow.
It
Fenrir-
didn't seem like we have much to lose now. Ship's already head off. How are we going to...
Oh, no, your grand whatever your name is that I can't pronounce because I can't pronounce it, Tharssis. If we say no, will you just do what you did earlier and just shoot us off to some place and drop us off in a slimy mess? Sir?
I'm afraid that that is not an option at this time.
Because?
Because
Oh,
I
so it's
need...
Like there is no option. Whether we say yes or no, you're still gonna absorb us? From your
The
silence,
fact
I'll
is-
take that as a yes.
The fact is that I've had been absorbing before, and I must continue to have the power that I need. It is better when consent is given in this way, but
Great.
Yeah,
If-
I saw this coming a long way off.
Fenrir, are you changing to a yes or?
If you go left,
Whatever.
What,
if you
Fenrir?
go left, if you go left, I'll follow. I'm not the only responsible one here anyway.
Me responsible. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna come
Huh? You froze.
Yeah, I think it's lag.
Lag.
In that box.
and whatever happens, happens, I guess.
I did-
Hey, give me
So-
my crunchy back.
So the first part of what you were saying, Hero, got cut off. All we heard of whatever happens, happens.
Alright, what he said was, geez, where did it even start?
I'll not go consensually, I believe.
Yeah, saying, well, I'm not sure if you guys heard, he was like saying, I had a feeling this was how it was gonna end and Greg wasn't telling me something. He believes that Greg...
Freeze.
Freeze.
Greg did not know.
Who's Greg again?
He chugs it.
The tiefling druid is
cool.
Greg.
You froze again, just so you know, Hero.
Fuck!
Yeah.
My connection is just like, it keeps going in and out. Okay, damn it. Maybe if I disconnect and connect again.
I was gonna say, sometimes the camera may just be screwing you on this.
Yeah, let me just take the camera off.
Yeah, but
It's,
yeah.
Alright.
So
It
the
said-
I don't think it helped.
well, I waited. I realized that she was trying to talk, and then I stopped.
Edition.
There we go. Okay, connection.
Rainbow connection.
And then, said, I'm gonna just drink till I'm drunk or unconscious, and whatever happens, happens, since obviously this was a one-way street. And so he picked up the mug again and said, just top me off.
Tonight, we drink.
Cheers. He conks his, whatever you call it, his mug against yours, and downs it like an idiot, just completely glugs it down.
All right, this is another con save.
Yep. He's hoping to knock himself out with this one. Constitution?
Oh, yeah, you're down. You're out. You,
Yeah. He just
All right.
barely manages to put it down and passes out.
all right, Jack is unconscious.
How about you? Fenrir turns to the last remaining, aside from himself.
Fenrir turns to himself.
Aside from himself.
I'm very disappointed, sorry. I just got a scam call and they just hung up as soon as they heard my voice. Sorry. Oh, rip. Welcome back.
Pardon
Alright.
me while I scream for a moment because this damn thing keeps disconnecting. It's not the internet, it's the chat room.
Oh,
So,
so did you
I'm bailing.
did you hear what Fenrir said, Novi?
No, I did not, sorry.
He turned to you and said, "How about you?"
My response is going to be expeditious retreat. I'm going to try and read waiting.
Like you're trying to cast Expeditious Retreat right now?
Yes.
What level spell is that?
First level.
You attempt to cast it and it does not work.
Oh.
God damn
I'm just gonna run away then.
it. Well, at this moment,
If you try to cast magic within a living being, then it's just going to end up being repurposed into that being's magic.
hey, What's your
Or
armor
inside
class?
Them.
Yes.
My armor class. It is currently an 11.
All right. Well, you are, as you turn to start running, you notice 11 bulges in the ground around you, and you are beset by 11 tendrils. So,
Peace.
It doesn't seem to be that helpful for you to do this right now.
I can just get out away from those bulges, can't I?
no, you are being attacked right now, so I have to roll 11 attacks.
Tharssis
Oh god,
may
oh fuck.
not have brought you into this world, but he sure as hell can take you out.
Oh god, oh fuck. Oh no.
Hold on, I gotta find my stat block for him.
Find your shit, Tim.
It's right here. All right.
Fucking
Do.
find it.
Oh, hey, does a
This is 67 hit.
does a 24 hit?
Maybe.
All right, so a 24, and then. Wait, what?
I have a plus 12 to initiative. This is really saving me right now.
Well, it was also pretty much a. This is like his reaction to you just trying to run.
Oh no, I find it. Don't worry.
Okay, this would be like another. What the heck? Anyway, this is definitely also gonna hit. It's. I don't know why I got 24 on the last one. It's actually more than that, but this time. This one's 25 to hit when the last one was higher to hit. Sorry. I don't know what the heck I
have a quick
did.
question, sorry.
Yeah.
Is it even possible for him to roll under 11?
No. Unless he rolls a nat 1.
Okay.
Like, if he rolls a nat 1, then he misses. But if he rolls literally anything above that, then he will hit. So that's so that's 2 hits. That's 3 hits. 4 hits. 5 hits.
5? 6.
6. 7.
Rip.
8. Ooh, that was a
9.
2, so 9. And
10.
10. And, oh, that was almost a nat 20. So, all 11 hit you. So, you now suffer. You suffer. All right, let me roll 11.
Greatly, you suffer greatly.
11. I need to roll 11 d12s. All right.
He turns to where Tharsis's voice was coming from. You really think it's necessary to stab your future foot?
Hey, Greg, if I wanted to add the plus 6 or whatever that's initially there, but have it be a multiple, can I do like parentheses or no?
I'm sorry, plus 6? 11 times?
Yes,
So
66.
okay, if that is a plus 6, and you said 11.
Yes.
I'm already dead, don't worry.
Rabbit death squeak.
Oh my god, it'll literally be. Hold on. Hey, wait. Whoa, hold on. Let me. I.
You can roll it. I was showing you the formula. It's 11
No.
d12 plus 66.
Okay, I just didn't know if.
The 66 alone. You don't
Right.
need to roll.
No, I'm gonna.
already dead.
I'm gonna. And you're gonna see this. This is the price you pay. Let's see if you can see this roll when it throws itself out onto the map. Hey, 144, less than Brent's. Anyhow, yeah, no, you're not. No, you're insta dead. Right.
Let me see if I have a reaction spell.
I mean,
Can I
you do.
Can I temporal shut myself? Just a quick question.
I don't think
Would that save me?
self is an op. Hold on, wait. Temporal shunt. You target the triggering creature. So you'd have to target Tharssis.
Oh god.
Fuck it.
All right. He has advantage on all magical effects. Oh, that's a natural 20. He's fine. Anyhow, you turn to run and see, and you go ha back at him to attempt to temporal shunt, and like you see the magic kind of just like and like fade against him as you feel pierced by 11 fucking tentacles, and in your last moments you hear, "So be it. I am sorry." And you are dragged as your eyes fade. You feel yourself being dragged into Tharssis. Also, Jack.
His last words would be, "I sorry, I'm Novikov."
As you are dragged into the body, Fenrir, you notice Jack also just like as he's laying there. Jack, the ground just kind of gives way where he is, and he just fades into the body.
Before he does end up sinking fully, I'm so used to referring to my characters as Rosemary because that's the only other D&D character I've ever made. Whoops.
Oh, Jack.
Fenrir and before Jack sinks fully, Fenrir closes his eyes, assuming they
No.
weren't already.
No, yeah, no. Jack's eyes were closed. Jack was just unconscious. Jack was.
Said Jack as you're dragged, and then everything.
No, yeah, you weren't dragged though. You're just like.
Time.
Yeah, Jack, you're just laying there like snoring because you fucking passed out, and the ground just kind of gives way. Like you don't know this, but Fenrir does because he's the only one conscious. But yeah, the ground just kind of gives way, and Jack sinks. But no, Jack looks like he's resting peacefully like a drunkard would. And all that's left is you now, Fenrir.
You're the last one standing. Finish the mission.
Around just okay. I keep disconnecting again.
We got some booze in the barrel. How about you?
What did you say? How about you? Like a drink? You offering Tharssis a drink?
Yes, I'm offering Tharssis a drink.
You see a little hole. You see a little hole open up in the flesh, like a foot away from you on the ground.
Or as much as you can.
Have some civility and at least hold the cup yourself. You're obviously able to use the tentacles. You're obviously able to become the tentacles.
You're asking him to hold it with a tentacle.
Hold the cup with the tentacles.
All right, from the hole, a smaller tentacle comes up and does like a little, like for you to place it upon it, and then it could grab onto it.
He does so and pours the cup's worth in.
You see the tentacle retract into the ground, and then back with the. Sorry, hold on. It comes back. You see it's a little like mucusy, but the cup has been emptied.
Mm-hmm. Seems as though you've revealed yourself. It seems as though you've revealed as much as you can from what I've asked. So I know what I'm getting into. May as well return the favor. Know what you're getting into, you.
Believe me, I have had worse things than you can imagine. I appreciate the candor.
That's not what I was talking about. Fenrir's skin starts to shift as he grows taller, slimmer, still. His face loses its features. His hair retracts into his body, and his eyes go blank.
This was not expected. But such a secret is safe with me, unless others are determined to pry into your mind.
I'll be fine. I never really held it too high a secret anyways. Just told not to show it too often.
Well, it is not something to be ashamed of.
You're one to speak about shame. You literally stabbed somebody, then ate them.
Well, if all goes well, it'll be nothing more than a minor inconvenience for him. For all of you. Which also, by the way, just letting you know, everyone that is currently a part of Tharssis right now, you're all conscious to everything that's happening.
Talk to Tharssis.
Fascinating.
Huh?
What? I'm not drunk anymore?
Yeah, no, you're actually like sober. Like, so also, so what I meant to say is, every character that has gone into Tharssis, you all experience the exact same thing that the others have. You all experience the whispers, the voices, the screaming, and then the calm, and then, you know, get comfortable. We have many days to wait. So, and now you also are also experiencing this also.
Jack's just like really angry and pissed and hurt, so he's just like mentally checked out and wishing that he could just be somewhere by himself in this chaos. Ordered chaos, I guess you'd call it.
Ain't no privacy no more.
Yeah.
Yep.
Seems as though I've not got much of a choice, but well. Can I go?
Thank
Feel
you.
free to finish it off. Feel free to finish it off, by the way. He gestures towards the barrel before leaning back slightly, falling onto his back, landing right next to his sword.
Well, the sword actually kind of like, so you notice that the ground, like, it kind of moves your sword into your hand as you are being pulled down in. And you hear Tharssis say, "I will save you the last drop."
Hey, thanks for it.
All right, you are all now a part of Tharssis.
Holy shit.
So, all right. Now,
Oh, Jack says suddenly. Wait. I'm like, I'm gonna be doing this for a year. Tharssis, is there any way we can, like, notify the people who dropped us off? Because somebody said we were going to be here 20 days, I think, and I believe we've got a lot more time than that before the comet or planet or whatever hits. Anyway, you could, like, just let the ship know? Just as a courtesy?
I do believe, if I understand correctly, Greg has already notified the crew that you will be here for around 27 days.
I think you said 26.
26 by now, actually, because of the amount of time that has passed. You're right, yes.
I know.
Seems as
Well,
though
not my problem anyway. Just thought it'd be a courtesy to tell them, they're like, hey, we might not be coming back.
If all goes to plan, we all will come back. That is why I have you all here. You
Yeah,
all...
see, that's the kind of shit people have told me in the past, and then it never came through. So I just don't trust we're coming back from this.
Wait, man, I
Trust you
fucking...
at all.
I demand a rematch, mate! I don't care if I'm part of your hive mind or whatever the hell it is now, I want to fight again, come on! Let me out of here!
Well, we can definitely have our fight after we save the world. If
I
you
don't
think
want to
you're...
save the world.
Why? You are a part of the
Because-
world.
I'm not a part of the world. I'm being made to do this, so I don't want to do it anymore. It's as simple as that.
Cheers.
Well, hopefully soon you won't have to.
Well, I don't really have a choice in that matter now, do I?
No.
Cheers.
Nah, none of us do.
It is the price that we must pay to keep the world safe.
We must pay? Isn't it the price that you're making us pay?
If you did not pay this price, you would pay another in a short time.
Regrettably so.
But is this not... It's not really a price that we're paying if we're forced to do it, if we like it or not, now is it?
Well, is it even a price if it doesn't actually cost you anything in the end?
You just stabbed me 11 times.
And you're...
How can you say that with a straight face?
I have done worse to others that I regret.
That still doesn't make it okay to stab someone 11 times. Oh, I'm sorry, sir, I stabbed you 11 times. I did something worse to others.
You also tried to run, which there would have been nowhere for you to go.
I can
You
just
would've-
keep on running, trust me.
You would have ran over and over across the flesh of my body. I would have known
I mean-
where you were at all times. Ask...
There would have been nowhere but to jump, man.
Eventually I could make my way out. Maybe I could burn a hole out. Who knows?
And what if you slept?
I had coffee. Well, I had coffee.
Wait, hold on.
I just
Yeah,
say at
what?
this point, Jameson is just mentally checked out and is basically just settling in, whatever that might mean at this
Yeah,
point.
where's your coffee? I don't see it in your inventory.
Endless coffee.
Oh, right there.
Want
Bottle of
I want
boundless
that.
coffee. Okay, yeah, never mind. So you did. Anyhow, so to all of you, what you realize is it appears that minds from across the ages and the minds of people in this era are all connected and are all together. So, I would like each of you to make votes, and I need them to be DM'd to me of anyone in particular's mind you would wish to dive into.
Interesting.
Is everyone on the list?
Yes.
I DM'd you.
Yes, I see. Oh.
Is that a valid option?
It most certainly is.
Was it a dumb
Uh,
option?
No, it's an option that I hoped many people would take.
You probably
Creo.
don't know who mine is.
No, I don't.
Guy from a random web novel.
Okay. I'd like a different vote, please.
Not very helpful.
He said everyone was on the table.
Yeah, in this campaign!
I don't know anyone. from
Actually,
this campaign.
actually.
There
I'm
we
not
go.
on the table.
Well,
Where am I?
I mean,
Are we talking literally or figuratively?
Figuratively.
Figuratively.
Yeah,
Okay.
no shit.
and so, and to just let everybody know, this first vote was to just see how many people went for, like, one particular option first. There are multiple, we will go through multiple rounds of this. So, right now, yes! Right now, oh, by the way, here. There you go. Currently, I will be taking Novi, Brent, and Tesley into Whispers.
Woo!
Oh, fun.
Am I being
Man,
kidnapped?
I'm so left out.
I'm Novikov.
You are being kidnapped. Yes. All right.
Napped, as it were.
To just let you know, for the memory I'm about to give, I will see the remainder of you in about 25 minutes.
Goddamn.
Oh, fun.
Motherfucking damn.
Y'all can definitely take a break. I will be taking the rest of them with me. So,
Alright. I'm probably gonna go grab a snack.
okay, fair enough. All right, we'll see you soon. All right. You all hear the voice of Tharsis say, "Ah, very well. Behold my past." Your minds fade from darkness to light. You are walking through farmland. You are shorter than you remember yourself being. You feel the sensation that you are holding someone's hand. "The turnips look to be quite bountiful this season," you hear a male voice say. You look up to him, the afternoon light of Huel gently shining down upon you. It is a pleasant day. "Yes, father," you hear a young male voice say, coming from yourself. "Athelstyn, you as a Tharssis will one day control the dynasty. This country of Uzmal will be yours to care for, and its people will look to you to lead them. You are destined for greatness, my son." You look down on what seems to be a moment of contemplation. "I will do my best to make you proud, father." The scene fades, white again before you, and instead of the light of day, you are in the embrace of darkness, except for the shining of an object at the center of your vision. You shift the object you are looking through to another object, this one closer. You see a planet. Oranges, reds, and white clouds fill the surface in swirling masses. Beautiful, looking as spectacular as ever, Vriwam. You take your eyes away from the telescope to note what you observe. You see the journal is filled with multiple observations of planets. Written is the statement, "Verwam closest to Zemja. In 30 days, next should be Krayan." You feel a smile form on your lips. The basis of a calendar. If the cycle repeats, perhaps it will be implemented one day. You look back into the telescope, and after focusing your eye back on Verwam, you notice a black sphere in its orbit, unmoving. Huh? What could that be? After looking at it for a moment, you see it begin to erratically move around Verwam at a speed you could only imagine was nigh impossible until it stops suddenly, facing your direction. You can only think so because it is directly at the center of the viewfinder, and then it grows larger and larger until it consumes all of the view. You reel back in surprise and look to the sky. It's dark and you can't discern much from the night sky. Silence. Except for your heavy breathing.
"This world seems much more filling than that gaseous ball. For finding me, perhaps I'll let you witness my hunger."
A voice creeps into your mind, unfamiliar and alien. The night sky fades into darkness. You look down, and you are at your desk by candlelight, the orange flame flickering in the dark. "My lord, will you please rest?" You look to your left. One of your elites has come again to your chambers. He looks concerned for you. "I'm fine, Salentin. I must finish my work," turning away from him. "Sire, you have been obsessed like this since you were 17. Your father gave you the leeway he did, hoping you could snap out of it, dying before he could see what ends you would truly go to."
"Enough from you!"
You scream and turn your head away, unable to face your friends showing you concern. You hear their footsteps as they depart. I can't tell them. The secret cannot be shared. I can't bear to have them weighted by this impending future that I must stop. You look down at your notes. It's time. My calculations have to be correct by now. With this spell, I am sure to shield this world from that thing, Yaghalvas the Consumer. I wager all of my time studying as a mage from childhood to now, my experience of making my country one not to be trifled with, and my duty as a Tharssis to this endeavor. You begin the incantation, waving your hands through the air and beginning to speak the words to bring about the spell of your creation. Oops, sorry. Sun and stars, celestial sea, create the bars to leave us be. Earthly forms, power my words, protect this planet from that which would attack it. As you begin to repeat the incantation, a menacing voice enters your mind again.
Ah, you think such paltry magic can halt my consumption? Allow me to use your hubris to punish you.
You look down to your spell written in the parchment, and all the writing and glyphs begin to glow and burn brightly, until a bright flash of light consumes your vision, and you move your arms to your eyes. You feel your body begin to stiffen and open your eyes to notice that your arms and hands are frozen in place in front of your face. You look in a panicked state around, and you realize you can't move your legs either. The stiffness continues into your gut, your chest, your shoulders, until eventually you feel it creeping up your neck.
You may sit here and await the day that I feast upon this world. You are now nothing more than an atom of dirt upon my midday meal.
As you feel your mouth harden, sounds unable to escape you, you think to yourself, No, I will stop you. I will find a way. No! As your vision becomes gray and you cease to breathe. I can still think. My mind is still my own. My body is no longer something I can control, but perhaps my mind could make up for it. You think to yourself endlessly ways to be able to possibly traverse your trapped physical state and to expand your consciousness to your surroundings. Eventually, after what seems like a millennia, you pull yourself away from your petrified body, ethereal and nearly formless. I am no longer the man I once was. I cannot hope to beat the Consumer alone. I must share the secrets. The secrets must be shared. You start to repeat this line over and over again for what seems to be another millennia. You are resting inside the stony form of yourself when you feel 4 presences, ones you have never felt before. They have entered your stronghold. Are they friend? Foe? Have they heard your pleas? You move from your stone self and take in these newcomers. You see a rust-red tiefling wearing leather and holding a staff. You see a humanoid, white and black striped tiger, a tall Goliath with many hand axes, and a small Kenku. They must have heard my calls. Very well. First, I must test their mettle to see if they can truly help me. Flashing before you is a fight between you and these 4 adventurers. You have the upper hand at first, but eventually the party regains themselves and you are felled by what you assume is a were-tiger. There isn't much pain you feel, as much as a fading feeling. You feel your mind's essence being pulled back into your body, and then a sensation of pain at the center of yourself. You then feel this pressure radiate outward until you feel it encompassing your whole body. Then, your essence crushed into a single point. The instant after, you find yourself seeing nothing but red, and hundreds of thousands of voices screaming all at once and unceasing. What fresh hell is this? You can barely hear your own voice in the cacophony of callous cries. Trying to compose yourself, you attempt to will your own thoughts to the forefront. Quiet! Quiet! I said quiet! Silence. The volume of voices becoming null. Progress. Now, to expand my senses. After concentrating, you feel your perception move from this obscure red to an empty white. You refocus back to where you felt your consciousness originate from, and see a horrible, writhing mass of red flesh, with occasional bubbling of earth and stone. By the gods, what is this atrocious amalgamation I see before me? Memories of thousands of former subjects of yours begin to pour into your mind. People going about their business, living their lives, when suddenly the flash of a darkened sphere originating from the center of Uzmal, where your stronghold lay, with every memory ending the same, being consumed by this black hole. No, my people, reduced to such a form, I must save them. I must save the whole of Zemja from this fate. You start the process of willing this conglomeration into a structured form. You will that the earth and stone be formed into a foundation, and flesh to permeate it and bind it together. You will yourself to move about the space you reside in, this infinite gray and silver space. You form flesh into appendages to reach out and grip creatures that apparently inhabit this plane of existence, and pull them in. From small winged creatures to bipedal creatures in sailing barges, to the most fearsome creature you could ever imagine, one with a singular eye, 2 gigantic pincer claws, and a tail extending into eternity. All fell to you and became one with you. To be reduced to such means, to scavenge for creatures like a rat to crumbs, it demeans me. But I must do it. I must build my strength and return to my home. You form your heart, your core, and create the visage of your stronghold around yourself. You grow the nerves and veins to reach every part of your new body, to maintain full awareness of everything. You use your imagination to form horrible creatures to do your bidding, should the need arise to defend yourself. You see how horrifying your form is, and use the power you've accumulated to give your most distressing parts invisibility. You are now ready. You feel it. Your magic is nearly pouring out from your new body. You speak forth to all the minds in your possession, using your combined efforts to begin shifting yourselves back to the material plane. You feel the sensation of a familiar atmosphere reaching from the bottom of your form up to the tips of your highest tendrils that stretch into the sky. The weight of your form forces you to use some of your appendages to dive deep into the ocean below you, penetrating into the crust, while your mind struggles to compensate. We have returned to our rightful home, you triumphantly say to yourself. But you realize that you haven't considered the strength of your mind, and feel that maybe more than just you heard that. You perceive that there is landmass below you, unfamiliar. You must gather information about this world. How long have you been away for? The governing powers? Your potential legacy? You speak to this country below you. Inhabitants of these islands, please bestow upon me emissaries so I may learn of your culture and of this world. A day passes. Your first day back in the material plane. And your first sunrise in what seems like an eternity shines upon your form like a warm embrace. You perceive the tallest building in this country, and see that a group of people have gathered upon the terrace. You send down a tendril whose flesh you've shaped into a platform and have made visible, making it appear to float. You feel 9 trepidatious sets of footsteps upon your flesh. When they stand still, or mostly still, you lift off and bring them up. Of course, however, as soon as you are confident they are out of eyesight from those who have gathered on the structure, you quickly pull them into yourself and consume all of them, feeling their fear and hearing their screams as you force yourself into their minds, rend their apparel from them, appropriate their flesh from their bones, and integrate every fiber of their being into yours. You analyze the memories of 8 victims. They are mainly criminals of varying degrees. You see memories of thieves, fraudsters, troublemakers destroying property. Then, more concerningly, the memories of a murderer, their victims' screams echoing in your mind, and a man who took out demented pleasures on innocent women, their screams and cries for mercy being unanswered by their violator. They give me brigands, barbarians, a murderer, and a rapist. Of course they would just send me those who they have no use for and who they plan to execute. However, you see the memories of the 9th sacrifice, a young woman who lived a pleasant life, became a professor at a prestigious college, whose specialty was actually history, with a fascination of studying you and what became known as the Tharsian catastrophe, an event that occurred almost 2,000 years ago, where it is theorized that the archmagi Tharssis, in a state of hubris, attempted to cast a spell to put him on equal terms with the gods, but was punished for it, and it destroyed the center of what is now Alari Scary. From the ashes of the Tharsian dynasty came the Tharsisian sovereignty, whose main tenet was the banning of the practice and study of all magic not divine or natural, so as to not make the same mistake Tharsis did. Regardless of this doctrine, she studied magic in secret, for she had the curiosity of a mage within her. She met a man who she fell in love with and married, and then began studying magic with him, as he also studied in secret, and the two together disregarded the illegality of their actions and pursued knowledge. His surname sounds familiar to you, it being Gallonodells. Perhaps you met an ancestor of his. Eventually the two were found by the Tharsisian anti-magic corps and were imprisoned. She spent 10 years alone in a cell, being taken advantage of and discarded by her captors, before being removed and given to you, only for her to be consumed by you, her last moments being those of fear, suffering, and sadness at the realization that she'd never see her beloved again. This one, Valenthi, it pains me to see you have gone through so much misery and strife. So much potential you had. To be stifled by such a xenophobic, archaic government. I hope that one day I will be able to avenge you and your husband. If I can do what I must to defeat Yughalvast, then I shall bring deliverance to these people of Alari Scary and remake it into my former home. The next day you sent your emissaries and thanked the sovereignty for providing them, though they were unwilling, and said, anyone who is willing shall be welcomed. You spoke out again to the entirety of sentient beings in the whole of Zemja, asking for those who were willing to come to you. I feel that this dishonesty is distasteful, but I have no choice. I must acquire more mass to have any chance to beat the consumer. The irony of this is not lost on me. You drop platforms down to the sets of islands. Soon enough you feel the sensation of many cautious steps across the platforms. One by one you raise them up, and one by one, as they reach the top, the people are swallowed by you. All of their memories flood your being, people desperate for change, adventure, stability, comfort, belonging. You feel like you are a monster, that you are no different from the being you are trying to save the world and these people from. Am I truly their savior? What am I to do after all of this? I didn't think of that, I only thought up until the point of our battle. What if this still isn't good enough? What if I lose? What happens after the battle? What will be left of me, of my body, of my mind? These thoughts rack your mind as you continue to consume hundreds of people. You distribute their matter accordingly to the tendrils that stretch into the atmosphere and the ones that dive into the planet, Eventually, you feel that you can support yourself with just your mind's capabilities and pull the tentacles from the crust of the planet and instead let them drift along the planet's surface to find the continents you have gained more insight into. Eventually, you witness a fleet of flying ships that has taken position around you. My, what wonderful symbiosis of technology and magic. It is too bad that I only feel hostile intent from these forces. Perhaps I can persuade some of them to join me. You send out your ambassadors to each ship, and as you speak to them, you notice one man in particular, an elven man who bears striking resemblance to Valenthi's husband, Gwahir Gallonodells. You switch the ambassador there with the body of his wife and beckon him to join you. Yes, he is a smart, very smart one. It would be a huge asset to have him within me. As Gwahir takes the hand of his wife, and you begin to pull him into the invisible tentacle your ambassador is derived from. Someone among the crew, which you realize is the rust-red tiefling from before that defeated your spiritual form, asks him, Gwahir, are you sure this is a good idea? To which he responds, don't you know? I'm full of bad ideas. And you notice he has something in his other hand, a black marble. He speaks the word sink and presses the marble into the flesh ahead of him that you are sure he can't even see. From this marble, a large destructive sphere is created of gravitational energy. The sudden pain catches you off guard, as the multitude of nerves you've propagated yourself with all fire with the pain of being condensed into a single point and then crushed. You scream in pain, for the first time in millennia, though from the outside it sounds like the horrific roar of a gargantuan beast. Gwahir is stunned by his own spell, and you use this opportunity to reel him in. And in almost an instant you experience his memories. His lineage has direct ties to you. His grandfather, Wesgalore, spoke to him as a child about you. But even him being an elder elf did not live in your time, but still believed in you. You realize that the Gallonodells were a family of powerful wizards that consulted you on creating the spell you hoped would shield the world from Yaghalvast. You also see that Gwahir was released from prison due to his family utilizing every bit of influence and most of the capital they had after 10 years of incarceration, but was told by his family that they heard his wife had died 3 years into their sentence. You feel a sense of sorrow as you realized he lived the last few months of his life believing his love was dead, while you made her appear to him as naked as a newborn. You also see the resolve he had for the pursuit of knowledge, regardless of how forbidden it could be, a man after your own heart, it seems. You reel in the other appendages used for transporting the ambassadors, along with all remaining platforms ferrying up more of your food. The ship Gwahir was on begins rushing at you and sounds off some kind of horn. 2 more ships at equal distances around you rush in as well, while the others strafe you and begin firing broadsides at anything their range can hit. You've readied yourself. You've shut off any nerves to withstand any pain you may endure. You feel these 3 ships have dropped ground forces upon you. A 3-way attack. Let us see who the strongest is. The platforms you raise with people still on them reach their apex, and you take the 3 closest ones and smash them into yourself, near these forces to inspire fear, and you form the tip of a tentacle again, and through these you do battle with the groups. The 2 larger forces lose many to you, including the Goliath that fought your spirit previously, and each one that dies becomes absorbed into you to fight against their former allies. The smallest group, however, of 5, 3 of which you are familiar with, the Tiefling, Were-Tiger, and Kenku. Which one of your creations killed the small Kenku? The blood of any being landing upon your flesh allows you to recreate them and their abilities, but consuming them whole allows you more insight into their mind and memories. The death of the Kenku threw the Tiefling into a sorrowful rage. What ferocity! I feel his pain, like when I lost all those who meant anything to me, and my rage creating the path that I have found myself traveling down. I hope I can be forgiven for these actions that I commit. The end of your tendril becomes wounded enough that you feign defeat due to the efforts of the party and of the airship providing some support. You allow them to have a moment before sending the repurposed husks of the so-called Ilkin at them to ensure they are drawn further towards the center. They reach the center, the entrance to your stronghold, and are surrounded again. But the last remaining Ilkin, 25 out of the 200 who landed, stay behind to hold your forces back. The party enters, and you immediately consume the last remaining Ilkin, having served their purpose. You realize that for the most part, you just committed genocide of a tribe of wandering Goliaths, cursed with nomadic tendencies. How much further do I have to take this? Perhaps the party coming to see me will allow me to reason with them. And maybe... You feel the party make their way through your stronghold. Now only 2 of them are the originals, the Tiefling and the Weretiger. They enter your heart chamber, and you give them the ability to see you by creating bioluminescent polyps to light the space your core has inhabited in the dark. You feel there is horror and animosity in these visitors. After all, you did just kill their friends. The memory ends here. Well, it would seem to me that we have reached what could be considered the present. 3 of you were here for our conversation, and I feel that you've heard what you need to make whatever conclusions about me that you will. He then also says to you, Novi, and also Greg and Jameson, if you so wish, you may call me by my given name, Athelstan, usually only used by close friends or family. But in this case, we are rather inseparable. Is at this point.
Well, you're a fucking disgrace, that's what I'll call you, mate.
That I hadn't been moving every day. Well, every year.
So, now,
Okay.
with that done, we can now move on.
Wait,
to...
did you hear what I said?
Yeah, you called him a fucking
Oh,
disgrace.
awesome. Sorry.
He did not answer you. He doesn't have to. All right.
Coward.
Yellow belly.
So, next,
Probably not gonna get that reference.
what'd you say, Red A?
I said yellow belly. And I said, oh, you're not gonna get that reference.
Yellow belly.
It's from an old Robin Hood PC game from years
Oh my God, no, I do not. All right,
ago. A fun little
Jack has
Like
that.
somebody's-
So next, all right, now I must see Jack and Creo.
That's right. Hold on, I gotta pull Roll20 back up. I restarted my computer in hopes that the chat would stop disconnecting on me, and I forgot
Oh,
to
right.
pull up Roll20.
Fair enough.
I'm not
I
gonna
gotta-
roll 20. Give me a
So
second
Tim-
while I'm putting my light.
What? Hold on. Was somebody talking to me?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm dying.
No, you're
Hi.
good. You can
Nice
go
to meet
now.
you.
You're fine.
I'm
We can finish this later with you.
I-
Oh my God, really? Did you really just do that, Hero? Hero, you've disappointed me.
I did. I am disappointed.
Hi, Disappoint. Nice to meet you.
I knew it.
Alright, well, you guys have
Baited
fun.
you.
I'm gonna go die.
Good luck.
Alright, good night.
Night.
Save a spot for me.
Somebody, have a scroll of Revivify.
Resurrection. No, purify. No, resurrection.
Sorry,
Resurrection.
the soul is not willing.
Alright, Zemja's back up.
I'm not going to be giving Roll20 another chance. For now.
So, I'm a bad Codian.
Oh, no, it's DM on Kissboard. Discord?
This board, I was about to say, what?
I've been stumbling on my words a lot lately.
All right, so now I need to see Creo and Jack in the whispers. So
Alright.
here we go.
Yoink.
I don't know how to do whispers, so
I
you'll have to
got it.
walk me through that.
Alright, I'm gonna put my
Totally
headset
went
on
in a different
charge.
chat.
All right, Novi.
All right, so boop. All right, hello, hello.
Hello.
So it is at this moment where Fenrir chose to dive into your past.
I knew it! Somehow I knew he was going to dive into me. Into my mind.
That's what. So, Fenrir, you see, What? Oh my God, he's gone.
Dang, this stupid connection.
Apparently, his device craps itself when he gets yoinked into a chat. Well, that.
Oh, I see. Whisper channel. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna see.
There
All right,
we are. I see
Creo,
how it works.
Creo, did your device shit itself again?
Creo, you there?
Hold on, I need to give him like temporary temporary. Hold on, let me I gotta manage his role so that he can actually get into it himself. So let me actually edit this. Permissions. I'm gonna add. How can I? Oh, add. Creo. All right. There you go, Creo. So let me I'll all right.
Whoops.
He should be able. No, I disconnected him. He should be able to see it and join it himself.
Okay. Do I eat more cinnamon chocolate or do I not? I think it's gonna make me sick. Probably at this time of night.
There we go. How's that?
Hi.
Hi. All right. So
Hi.
I need to find. There it is. Fenrir.
Very much. There it is.
You see the memories of a young man. Knowing him as he is now, he's already a young man, but diving back further, you see the son of a noble family.
You bastard going in my head.
You see you see somebody who's very interested in magic. You see somebody that has a sister. You know her name is Cordelia. You see that he does not have magical aptitude so much as his parents had tried to get him to have the aptitude, but it was not meant to be. You see he becomes skilled in the sword from a friend of the family by the name of Glaire Malser. You see, when this Jack was 14, his house was burned down in what looks like arson almost, and that his family is dead. You see that he wandered you see that he was lost. And you see that he got himself into trouble with thugs and thieves and nearly died. You see that he became friends with somebody and became very close to her. Her name is Zara. He learned that he became... Well, you see that he became a thief later on for the guild that this Zara worked for, which was called the Wealth of Decay. You learn that he vowed to repay his debt to her, and that is what caused him to be a thief. It was an impossible debt. It was one to keep him working forever. He then met someone as a stroke of luck. He met a knight whose name was Sir Arthur.
Sir Pendragon?
No, I don't believe that's his last name. Hey, Creo. Hey, Hero. What would Arthur's last name be? Okay. Wait, 10:36. Oh. Okay. Hero, are you, hold on, you just sent a message. I disconnected from the chat again. Yeah, so, I'm gonna disconnect you, and then you just hop into Zemja, and then, I'll bring you back in.
One thing that I find myself doing every now and then for other DMs is narrating for them. More specifically, Lance, the guy that I ended up bringing into the group chat.
Uh-huh.
He's not the best at narrating scenes, so if I have a good enough view of the scene, I'll usually end up narrating it for him.
Right. Yeah, you'll never have to worry about that for me. All right.
It's not a matter of him not knowing what's going on or anything, it's just he's not the best at narration.
Jack, are you able to hear me? Are you still connected? Good.
What did I miss?
Oh. What did you last hear?
I heard he got close to Zara, but that's putting
Nice.
it away as if they like each other, which they don't. Well, he doesn't like her. She loves him.
Right. I had mentioned that you vowed to pay back the debt, but it became an impossible debt, a forever debt. Continued working because they kept piling things onto it to force you to work, and through a stroke of luck, due to like a slip of her tongue, you found Sir Arthur, and then I was like, hey, what's Sir Arthur's surname?
I forget if I get. Let me see.
I was like, I don't think we ever
To my
put one in,
documents.
because I'm looking at the one on docs, and I'm not seeing.
Somewhere, if I didn't delete it, no, it's Zemja Talk on deck. Jack Shillington. Let's see if this is it. Sir Arthur O'Doyle.
Oh, Doyle. Oh, Doyle rules. All right. Let me... Can I not? What the fuck? Why can I not edit this? This should be my editing one. This should be the one that I have editing access to. Oh, shit. Hey, don't look at the bottom of this page.
What?
Do not look at the Hero, do not look at the bottom of this page. Apparently it let me add things in.
Okay, I'm not looking. Not looking.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to open it up over here then. I'm going to request edit adject, please. I'm going to send that.
Dude, what did you do?
Apparently I got some of the information I wrote in the back scenes thinking that this was my copy of Jack's backstory. I added
Wow.
things to it, and
Like
apparently
added on my profile.
I don't know how you could have, because I was like, I think I rolled these
certainly
things.
didn't add anything.
Okay.
I remember you telling me that you just barely missed or barely went one way or the other on something.
Yes. Did you get my request edit access?
Let's see. Request. Where do I go to find that?
Well, for me, it's at the top right-hand side where there's share and then your profile picture.
Let's see. There's my profile.
I'll do it again,
There's
and I'll
that.
just say please. Again. All right. Sent. Request sent to owner.
Alright. I'm not seeing anything on the page. I just
Alright.
see the map. I just see chat.
Oh, what?
Let's see. There's
Do
my
Google.
bell.
You're looking at Google Docs. You're looking at your Google Docs.
Oh no, I'm not.
That's what I've. No, that's what I was saying. Is that sorry. Like I've been requesting edit access on your Google Docs version. But then also, I guess one thing that was important to mention there, Fenrir, was that after the house fire, you see the memory of Jack going to the family friend's home and begging for help, to which they said "fuck off," pretty much. You see that this Sir Arthur O'Doyle. Oh wait, I wrote it down here, but it wasn't written there. But yeah, okay. Are you at the Google Docs part there, Hero?
I'm on my Google Docs and I don't see any kind of. I don't
Do
know
you-
what I'm supposed to be looking for.
Go to your Jack Shellington document.
I'm on my document.
Okay. I'm gonna send you the request again. Because I see you. Okay, I see you're clicking around. I think you need to like. How do I get the frickin' access?
Let's see. Share with others.
Like, there should just be like a like, since I've sent you the request to allow me to edit, all I want to do is edit the part here at the bottom.
What is it you want to edit? Is something I should.
I need you to essentially delete the last, like, between Thomas and passages. Don't read what it says, just get
Arthur
rid of it.
took him quick. Houses.
Way at the bottom.
Here it goes. Mine was. We have returned right home. Thomas and Hazel.
Yeah, that. Forget you read that. There you go.
I forgot I read it. I read it.
I believe you. Anyway, so.
I will forget.
So you see that this Sir Arthur O'Doyle saved, essentially, Jack from his servitude by giving up the item that Jack was trying to steal from him. Arthur took him under his wing, made him better at swordsmanship. He lost his. You do see that he lost his. Which arm is it? Left.
Left arm.
Left arm. I should add that in there. That way it's. You see, he lost his left arm to a fight, and had it replaced with a prosthetic, to which he keeps hidden under his clothes. Lost his left arm.
Yeah, on his right hand, He's got fingerless gloves. On the other one, he's got a full glove, all covered in clothing.
You see that this Sir Arthur leaves Jack for some sort of mission, leaving Jack alone. But you also see that he becomes friends with this Tabaxi, who's a bit of a kleptomaniac. Her name is Karen. And he then goes out on his own, and he has been on the search for Arthur O'Donnell. O'Donnell. He's been on the search for this Arthur O'Doyle. And that is what you can see of that. We now return. All right. Well, actually, oh, wait, sorry. Hold on. Whoops. Hold on. I didn't mean to do that. Jack? Are you disconnecting, Jack, or are you still there? Oh, there you go. You're good. I hear you.
I'm here. It disconnected for a moment. I thought, oh, I should probably jump in Semja again.
No. You're
But
okay. We're
no,
good. We're good.
Can't wait for this night to end. I'm so frustrated with this disconnecting.
So, you asked for information on Sir Arthur O'Doyle. What you see is you start trying to kind of will out into the ocean of flesh that you are currently residing in, and you are trying to pick up on anything that could have anything at all to do with Arthur. Eventually, you start... Hello? Did it happen again?
Ay.
Alright, what did you not hear?
Anything.
Okay, so you start to will out into the ocean of flesh and the oceans of minds, alien and unknown, some that don't even speak common, some that are filled with rage, hate, some that are outright terrifying. And you start trying to push your will out to find Arthur O'Doyle. And you're just concentrating to yourself. You're using the mopingness that you were about to do, and you are redirecting it into, no, wait, this could be my chance. And
finally find him.
You start...
And explain why he never replied to my letter, even though I know he got it, saying, hey, where you at, man? I'd like to reconnect.
You start picking up almost what seems like flags, like as if like an Arthur O'Doyle is picking up in people's memories, and so you're trying to purse through it, and you're trying to understand. You seem to be going through people's memories of people that may have come across him at some point, or fought with him or something, until eventually you see the memories of someone that was born into nobility, who worked hard, and he struggled, but eventually surpassed his struggle to become a knight. And you see
No, don't.
the memories of a man who. Are you
It
good?
It looked like it was disconnecting a moment.
Oh my god, I'm gonna disconnect myself. I'm gonna do it. Alright.
I know, I feel like just slamming the laptop and going to bed. I'm so frustrated.
And the memory ends there. No, you see,
Disconnects. What the fuck?
Hey, I was trying to show you something, you dumb Anyway,
I was trying to find something and it just ended.
it just went black. You see somebody who struggled to become a knight, but through perseverance and through the increasing of his skill, becoming one of the most skilled, you could say. He would say. He becomes a knight. And through the years, he goes on missions of sorts for the family he is a part of, and eventually coming across a certain magical item. And actually, Jack, what was this magical item? You just said it's a certain magical item. What?
I never really said what it was in particular. It was like supposed to be. I forget. You've got the scale of 1 to 3 of like the regular, the uncommon, and.
There's common, uncommon, rare, and then like legendary.
I would have called it either uncommon or rare. I never specified what it was.
Okay. Well, you see that this man comes across a rare artifact. You see that he has it on his person for a time. And then you see that he sees... Oh.
Alright, you just said alright after I said it was an uncommon or rare item.
Okay. You see that he finds this rare artifact. You see that he keeps it on his, keeps it with him for a while, maybe over the course of a few years. And then you see eventually, and this is kind of uncanny to you, you see the failure of a young man to attempt to remove it from your person. And
that's how he saw me.
And you also see... You also feel the emotions of some sorrow of like, look at this kid. He had to resort to stealing from me to make ends meet. This kid. That's all he is a kid. And so you see the memories of him asking this person about what it is they've gotten themselves so far into, and then the memory of giving it to the person that seemed to had him by the leash. But then you also see now this young man is abandoned and alone, and you think, well, I just took away his job, so I might as well give him a job. You see this young man become skilled in the sword, almost as skilled as you. You may even think he became more skilled, but you'll never let anyone know that part. There comes a time when you see him in his lowest point, where he loses his left arm. And you feel the memories of extreme sorrow and pain.
Yeah,
and
trying to keep a bright face about it.
You feel the feelings of death being something that could happen, and the sadness from it. You see the joy, you feel the joy, I should say, of when you are this young man is saved, and a replacement left arm is given. You also see the wanting of this young man to kind of hide it. Perhaps it is to hide it out of making sure no one thinks it's some sort of weakness or an advantage or just something else that someone could take advantage of him for. You eventually one day receive a letter asking for not necessarily conscription, but for the doing of your duty. And you are marched hundreds of miles south. No, strike that. I'm sorry. You march yourself to the capital, to Ekanate, and you board an airship.
Shit.
You fly south hundreds to thousands of miles
No.
until you are orbiting the floating island that you've never seen anything like before. Let alone these airships you've also never seen before, but you see this is a large force has come here to do a show of force. You've seen this plenty, but nothing like this. And eventually there is an attack made by one of the airships, and then the rest react. And then after not even an hour, this island, which you see there are tendrils that stretch into the air. These tendrils birth forth flying creatures of horrid design. You see the memory of this fleshy creature grabbing onto his body, and then another, and I'm getting heavy. Oh shit. Does my harness detach? Oh shit. And you see the memory of someone falling off of an airship. And the memory ends as a heavy impact is felt about 50 or 60 feet below this airship that he fell from. And the red starts to consume his vision. Well, I certainly didn't want you to see that, kiddo.
Hi, Arthur.
Hey, Jack. I'm really sorry you had to see that.
Well, I mean, Jack is like obviously like in tears at this point. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm really happy that. I mean, I thought you abandoned me. I thought you left me.
No, Jack. I love you. You're like my son. The son I never had. You know that, right?
You're like the dad who actually loves me. I missed you so much.
I missed you too, boy. After we get... I would never do that. Hey, you know what? You still came after me. You still found me. Just like I knew you would. You know you're an amazing kid, right?
I do because you tell me.
You were amazing before I ever met you. Don't forget that.
Hardly.
All you needed was to have something to steer that amazingness into something positive. And look, here you are. Apparently you're sacrificing yourself for the greater good. What the hell?
Hardly.
That's my thing, kid.
You should look at my last moments. They weren't exactly
Yeah, no, I see a blackout is what I saw. I thought you didn't
let's say
drink.
that was I don't. but it seemed like, well, you know, I couldn't fuck a girl, so just
Well,
drink.
I mean, you know what?
Don't say there were girls there. No, you know, I told you
I mean-
before, marriage before sex.
Well, I mean, you know, technically we're all inside each other now anyway.
Why'd you have to say that, man?
Listen, it's the truth, kid. Gotta look at it from both ways. Just like I guess I am too. This really is weird, but
It's a fucked up way to put it, man.
but listen, you know, when we get out of this, I'm gonna take you to a bar, and I'm gonna get you a drink that I knew I should have gotten you the day before I left because you deserved it. And
Yeah, you can tell me about. Did any of the others? I know there were a couple at that last mission of ours. Did you stick with them, or did they go their separate ways like some of them said they would?
a little bit of both. I mean, you never know with those guys. They say one thing and then a month later they're like, "Man, I missed you so much, bruh. We need to keep we need to keep adventuring." And it's like, "Man, I told you, I can't like that anymore."
There were a bunch that I don't know. It seemed like sometimes it felt like you fit.
You're disconnecting. No! Stop!
Disconnected.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I know. It seems
Okay.
Like I do that. That's like pure. All right, what was I saying?
You had said
It seemed like sometimes you fit in and sometimes you didn't. You were like
I was the odd man out.
To a gaggle of crazy kids.
I
including
mean,
myself.
yeah, I was gonna say, look at you. Look where you are now. Well, I guess we can't, but still, we have what's in our mind's eye. But
Yeah, kinda found.
I didn't know you had experienced so much, Jack. And seeing what I've seen,
It disconnected again.
sorry.
Said,
Oh,
kind of found another group, and then it cut.
sorry. Well, he'll say. Well, after you saying that, he'll say, "I saw that. That's, you know what, good for you." But I also saw, I guess a few things that I guess you wouldn't have really wanted me to see, but everything's kind of out in the open here.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to bond with these people, and but I don't know how to explain it. Like, you know, Greg at one point, I could tell he wanted to do what you did, but I thought you abandoned me. The way we had that last conversation, and I said, "I'll see you again," it just sounded like your tone, I interpret it as you saying yes, but not yes, as in you were just gonna leave me, and I didn't want that same thing to happen with Greg, and I just couldn't make that connection on the ship there. I knew what he wanted. He wanted to be a dad. He wanted to be there. And I just couldn't make that leap.
Well, I hope that hearing from me again will allow you to feel like you can take that leap and know that regardless of who's on the other side, at least I will be.
Sorry?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Did I freeze out or something?
No, I heard everything you said, and then I said
Okay.
something, and then, okay.
I didn't catch what you said.
He said,
Oh.
I hope that with talking to me, you'd be able to make that leap again, and that regardless of who you're jumping into, you'll know that at least I'll have a hand.
You said what? You said what?
Are you not hearing me again?
It disconnected. He said, and it literally glitched out.
All right, hold on. All right, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. He said that he hopes that you talking to him will allow you to feel like you can make that leap again, and that no matter who's on the other side that you were trying to leap to, he extends out a hand to catch you. Did you hear that one? Oh my god. Alright, that's it. Alright, hello?
Hello, hi.
Hi. He said, and stop me if you can't hear me, he said, well, seeing you grow up as you have in this short amount of time, I hope that seeing me also will give you faith to make that leap again, and that regardless of whoever you were jumping into, you know that I'll always have a hand out to catch you.
Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated, Arthur.
So, you're going to be kicking... It's good to talk to you again, kid. You're about to be going up against an elder god, huh?
Not the way I wanted to, but
I mean, sometimes you have to do what you don't want to do to get it done.
this is a true thing.
I mean, you know me, well, you do, you know me, you know me now, so you know what I've had to deal with. So it's not a lot. Not a lot of it has been pretty things, but it's the best I can do it's the best I can do to make sure that I still try to be the best I can be, despite all the bad decisions. But one thing I'll never regret is making sure I went to that bar that one day and didn't drop my guard that one time.
Yeah, I remember looking back. I was watching how you drank, and I just kept thinking, he's got to be drunk enough now. Why is he drinking so slow? Maybe he's like a lightweight. He'll be drunk any minute now, and just, you drove me insane?
Not the first time I heard that, kid.
Well, not the first I heard from you.
Yeah. I heard it from you enough times as well. But look where you are now. Quite literally in the belly of the beast.
Yeah, he's a piece.
But you know what? I got faith in you. I think you can do this, and no matter what, at least for this whole thing, I'm right with you.
I wish I could give you a hug, man. You have no idea. Well, I guess you do know how hurt I was.
I mean, like, we're giving each other a hug this whole time, you know?
I guess. Just not the same.
So...
There's kind of a bunch of people between us.
Well, actually, so one thing I wanted to say to you is, like, you're actually kind of having this conversation with him, like, in your mind's eye. Like, you know how I said that you all imagined Tharssis being there because your eyes opened to the community or whatever? So, essentially, you guys are having, like, a conversation, like, kind of imagine, like, the fucking Dumbledore with Harry Potter thing, where it's just, like, a white room, and it's just the two of you, so...
Okay.
You see like a physical representation in your mind's eye of him, and he sees his representation of you to him. And it's weird because you two are like experiencing this of each other at the same time. So it's like you're literally looking back at yourself, who is both you and another person.
Weird.
Anyhow, you give a hug and you do the
Yeah, I just
Good.
kind of hold on for a minute, like I'm never gonna let go, and then finally take a breath and. Yeah, well, we got what, 20-some days to just. I'm just so pissed with this. Like, you know.
I mean,
kept
yeah.
thinking to myself, I don't know. I kept every night just kind of talking to the god Loki. I don't know if he really exists or not, but I just be like, come on, there's got to be some way. There's got to be some trick, you know, to.
Well, it
But
seems like he
I
was
guess
the
there
one that
isn't.
had the tricks, and this is apparently one of them.
Yeah, I guess. You know, you ask for a trick and then he tricks you. So.
I mean,
that's
I'm kind of like beside myself, almost literally, thinking about how else we would be fighting. Well, all of us would be fighting a god. So, maybe
Yeah, I
we're
wanted
on
to
that.
just like. I wanted to just go like look through the records, be like, hey, here's a really awesome god. Let's all like find a priest or a priestess and be like, hey, can you like talk to your god, open a planar dimension, be like, hey, our world's in danger, huh?
Well, you remember me. I wasn't really one for religion anyway, kid.
You know, just like it was just one of those things that kind of kept me going, just thinking, you know, this is just one long, awful, painful, miserable trick being played on me, and eventually the curtain will be pulled away and I'll finally have a happy life.
That's called life, you know.
You don't always finally have a happy life, though. But
No, but life will
no,
trick you,
yeah,
kick you when
I
you're
see what you're
down.
saying.
Yeah, that's life. But the thing that we're supposed to do is make the most of it. And right now, to make the most of life, we got to kick a god's ass. So,
All together.
all together now.
I feel a stupid song coming on. I just can't think of what.
I'm sure some bard has been saying it around everywhere. It's one of those
We're
things that gets.
all connected. I remember some stupid child song.
I mean,
We're all connected. We're all connected.
I don't think this is what they meant when they were singing about it.
Yeah, it was just, you look different, but you're not different kind of song. I guess we all look the same now.
Yeah. We do for now. You see at this moment he kind of like starts fading and he's like, well, I'm off to go look at other mines.
Alrighty. Catch you another time.
Catch you later,
On the
kid.
other side.
See you on the other side. Alright, now we can go back to World of Zemja.
Okay.
Boop.
At the end of your turn, you roll a d20, 11 or higher. You disappear from your current plane and appear in the ethereal plane.
Alright. Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Welcome back, DM.
So, in this entire instant, well, not in this entire, so everything that just happened, I want you all to imagine that all of that took place over the course of, maybe a second. Because remember, you guys are thinking at like, not necessarily light speed, but all thoughts.
Speed of thought.
You are all experiencing life right now at the speed of thought. So, at this time, Tharssis, after this moment of everyone diving into the memories that they have, Tharssis speaks to you all again and says, I see each of you, or, well, most of you, has experienced in some way great pain. Allow me the opportunity to ask if you wish to be free of this pain. I can expel these memories from you with little
No.
effort.
Don't you touch my brain, man.
Memories make who one is.
Yep, my words took the words right out of my mouth.
You're already disgust. I don't want to even talk to you.
I know, right?
Try not to get too mad at him.
He just fucking stabbed me.
I
I'm
feel a bit
surprised I
stabbed
haven't
in the
yet.
back myself, but yeah, not.
I was the
not
one who
so
was
bad.
stabbed, thank you.
Yeah, literally. Which is very unfortunate. You want to know
Not
something
really.
really cool? No, never mind.
Oh?
I don't want to talk about it.
I want to talk about it. You've piqued my curiosity.
Maybe after this is over, I'll tell you what's so funny to me.
So, I will say now, well, it is, 11:15, so we can end the session there. But, however, what I will say is that, we have, 23 days of waiting to do, with thoughts being rather instant, so pretty much everybody can make votes on anybody's mind or anybody's memories that they wish to see. It's like, we don't really have a limit here. But I do believe I got through everybody's that I was...
I'm going to be cycling through. I'm going to
Oh,
be cycling
jeez.
through
Jack is
people.
gonna look and see if Karen's around. Make sure she's not here.
I'll just say no.
Thank you.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, I literally thought up that whole thing with Arthur on the spot.
It was very well done.
Thank you. I was just like, oh, I haven't thought of anything for Arthur. Ah, fuck it, he's here. And so then I was like, all right, come up with his backstory. Generalized.
So I take it Arthur is the person you had ended up choosing?
Yeah, someone from my past.
I know.
Oh, that's right, you do.
We all know everything. But yeah, Novi, maybe if you were here from, the entire session, it could have ended a little bit differently for you.
Sorry.
I missed it all because I disconnected again. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna walk away and get some.
Like, literally, but
That's
if
just
you, if you didn't show up, I was going to be like, yeah, fuck it, let's go. And that's what I was about to do, and then you literally jumped in, and I was like, I need you to answer this fucking question. Here's the context. Here you go. And then you went totally into the, no! And I was like, oh, hard way it is.
I refuse.
Meanwhile, Fenrir literally offering a dimensional entity a drink.
I should have... Okay, so I actually changed what I would have done. What I should have done is I should have gone and said, alright, I'll let you consume me, but on one condition. You drink all of the coffee in this cup.
I mean...
Infinite coffee.
I'm sure because of who he is, he would be able to actually know that it is arcane in nature and to say, you give me an impossible task.
I never said it was a fair task.
That's when he'd say, well, is death more fair than a short consumption?
I'd rather not die. I'd rather just, live and not be eaten.
Well, you're not dead, so there you go.
But is he?
No.
Could be dead.
No, you're not dead.
You sure about that?
Yeah, because you are experiencing the hive mind. You're not dead.
But I might be a figment of his imagination now.
Well, I guess I'll tell you guys. Yeah, you're a real big figment of his fucking imagination when you guys pop out at level 20.
Oh god.
We're a figment of somebody's imagination.
So that's why we needed to have level 20 character sheet.
Yes. So the trade-off is being consumed by him gives you all the power to fight against a god, but along with the fact that he needed... Oh, let me count here. So for this future fight coming up, there will be Brother, Greg, Fenrir, Gwaihir, Jack, Jameson, Ilan, Illatran, Lonson, Maximus, Mirgoth, Nindril, Novikov, Scout. That's 14 player characters.
That's not that many compared to
I
what
don't
I'm
give a
used to.
fuck, dude.
Compared to what I'm used to.
I need you
I'm
to
used
show
a
up
lot
on
of
time is what I need.
I'm
people.
sorry.
Showed up on time. I showed up on time today.
What? 40 minutes late?
I showed up on time today.
You
I
showed up
wasn't 40
more on
minutes
like yeah, you showed up more on time tonight than last time.
It was
Also-
2 weeks ago.
Also, Kronk is gone. I'm calling it now.
Who's Kronk?
Exactly.
I never got to know them. I'm
Yeah,
new here.
because he didn't show up on the last 3 sessions, so he's kicked.
Okay.
He's out of campaign. This was his 3rd no-show. But yeah, it's like, I understand, we all understand life comes first, that's a given. But, we need a lot of
Couldn't make it tonight.
Yeah, and Hero had said that, and I was like, totally understandable, drink some tea, do what you got to do. And then she still showed up, and it was like, Novi, you had your reasoning, you had to go do the test, and it was just like,
positive or negative?
I only get my results in 3 days' time, and then I can actually go back to work.
what the hell? That ain't no rapid test.
No, that's I got a PCR test.
See, you said
So
that,
it's-
and I don't know what that means.
It's some fancy ass test. It's supposed to be more accurate. Work required
Oh.
because what happened is I got 1 positive and I got 1 negative.
Oh. Anyhow.
So, yeah.
So, like, well, now that you are all a part of Tharssis, I will post to the world of Zemja a little piece of information that I think you all should know, which is this.
Should take those sleeping pills, come to think of it.
This is the capabilities of Tharssis.
I hope he knows that as soon as I'm out of his body, I'm going to try and kill him.
Yeah, good luck with that, you fucking idiot.
Well, yeah, I am an idiot, but I'm still going to try and kill him.
Yeah, oh my god, if only you knew. If only you knew!
Oh, joy, stats. Things I only half understand.
As you should. Nobody should understand stats.
I am still going to try and kill him.
Good,
Everyone that
good
said
for
me
you,
understands
I
would be
guess.
the best, but my first
Okay,
impression of
that's
D&D
unfair.
was
Condition
not really
immunity's
D&D.
incapacitated.
Yeah, how is an island, like a flesh island, supposed to be incapacitated if he is hundreds of thousands of minds?
Good lord.
If he can feel pain, surely there's a way to make him feel excruciating pain to the point where he can't even think.
In the memory that I gave you, I said that he shut off his nerves for pain.
Oof.
Wait, permanently?
Whenever he needs to, yes.
Oh, shit.
I know, I want to burn him to the ground too.
I mean, you could put a poison in there,
Mm,
but then he's immune to poison, isn't he? No.
I mean, no, he's
You
not
can
immune to poison.
him. Ooh.
Hey, I gotta change his stat block real quick. Thanks for that. No, actually, I think that's something that me and Brent had talked about before. Oh, hold on. Ending the stream. Goodbye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
night.
And
Oh, that's lame. I sent that in a whisper and it didn't do it.
oh, hold on.
Immediately like, ooh, wait a second.
Okay, hold on. I do need to look up his stat block again because... Well, no. I do... Greg, we had talked about poison, right? I think because of this... Of Tharsis's form, because it is flesh, like, necrotic and poison are, like, the things that, like, might matter? Yay, nay? Hello?
You know I have a goldfish of a memory.
Okay,
What?
well, anyway. So... Oh, are you like asking me again, like what I said, or
I
what?
wasn't paying attention,
Oh,
but
no, I was talking to Greg because I was talking to Brent because I was asking him about what we had said about Tharsis's vulnerabilities. I'm gonna. We don't need that anymore. But yeah, no, like so. Yeah, like this was carefully crafted.
No, it wasn't.
Just wait until you guys see Yaghalvast the consumer's stats, which you won't ever. Christ.
Greg's gonna fall neck first onto Jack's sword.
What? I was looking at something else. What happened?
Because of Yaghalvast, he's seen it. He's seen the stat block.
I said Greg is going to fall neck first on your sword.
I said why?
Because of Yaghalvast.
I was somewhere else looking at something, and then I heard that. I heard laughter. I heard mumbles.
So
and then
literally imagine Tharsis's stat block except worse.
Jack would be like, you have to make me get it out of my scabbard first, man. Runs away.
DM, I cast Dominate Person on Jack.
Instant success because you are all part of the same person. Therefore, you also dominate yourself.
Ooh.
Kinky. Fuck you. Violent vomiting. Anyhow, like here, I'll give you okay, goddamn, I shouldn't. Here, I will give you guys like one ability name that I've come up with, okay? For Yaghalvast, and it's called Reflexive Muscle Memory. That's all you get.
What if I want more?
Well,
That's too damn bad.
that's too damn bad.
I'm thinking. So we fight. What's his name?
Yaghalvast the
Down.
consumer.
No, not Corvus. I'm thinking of killing Tharssis right now.
You literally you fucking can't. Like, I'm just telling you right now, you cannot. I'm telling you
Alright,
this.
so because we can use poison,
Well, you know,
so
there was
midnight tears, purple worm poison, wyvern poison. We could use pale tincture, malice, essence of ether, some cruel mucus.
How much would you need, though? You would
Yes.
need a lot to even cause an allergic reaction.
Not an allergic reaction.
Sorry, I got on.
To cause poison.
I was thinking of bees and how they gotta sting you 3 times or whatever to. I don't know, something weird.
Why don't I just use all the poisons? So
Just mix them all together.
yeah,
This-
one.
Bastard.
So
The fucking
inhaled,
barrel.
inhaled.
So, hold on,
So,
you just said inhaled?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Hail the poisons.
sorry, hold on. I need to make sure I add in here he doesn't need to fucking breathe because of somebody like
No, it
you.
affects you even.
I didn't think he did.
He doesn't, but I need to make it known, I guess, apparently.
Yeah, here's a problem. It affects the mucus and membranes as well. So even if you're not breathing, you can still get affected by it. It's specifically stated in the poisons.
Wait, why didn't I add poison? Why didn't I? I probably need to. Because it's like, I mean, like, okay, like, this makes sense to me. Give me the next picture. Come on. Fucking hell. Because, like, okay. Like, you're literally thinking of, like, trying to, like, you know, like this is your fucking, like, this is, like, an ally, and you guys are immediately just like, oh, I'm gonna
Not
poison
you
my
guys,
ally.
just this dude.
Yeah, just this dude.
Yeah, fuck Tharssis. He killed us.
He did not
No,
kill.
he didn't.
I know he didn't kill us, but I'm still going to stand by the
killed
fact that he killed
you.
us.
He destroyed you because you left him no choice.
He should have asked more politely.
He literally did. You weren't there for it.
He wasn't polite enough for me.
Maybe you weren't dead enough for him.
Ah, fucking. Guess we're having rabbit tonight.
Hell yeah, rabbit stew.
Technically, I guess. Well, you know what? Technically, his most polite way of asking, he asked with Maximus, Greg, Jameson, and Lelefe. That's when he asked the most politely. And then the party was like, "Oh, could you give us time to think about it?" He said, "Sure." And then they were like, "Could you get us home?" "Sure." He is not unreasonable. He is just a man who has a plan.
He isn't unreasonable. You are.
No, yeah, no, I'm unreasonable.
DMs often are.
Listen,
Reasonable? Yeah. Not even letting me kill Tharssis.
well,
Not talking about the DM here, hun.
like, after what happens after the fight, you can't, there's no way. Like, hold on, wait. Did you guys see the part here that I've written here in his spells where it says, Tharssis is a greater than 9th level spellcaster?
Yeah, but still, I can still try and kill Tharssis.
I mean, you can most certainly try. You can try anything. I'm just telling you, it will never work.
Counterspell.
He has counterspell! Wait.
We get someone else to counterspell as counterspell.
Literally, that would be like Greg. Or no,
You're
Maximus.
the only one who wants to fight Tharssis. No one else is going to agree with you enough to counterspell his counterspell.
Greg was the first one to sign up.
I'll rope someone into it. Be it figuratively or literally. I'll do it.
Now you're sounding worse than Tharssis.
See,
I mean,
Tharssis.
some people like being roped up.
Listen, Tharssis is like out of good, road to hell paved with good intentions. Tharssis is like right here on the, yeah, I know I'm doing it. I feel like I don't have a choice, and it's, it doesn't make me feel good to do it, but I have to do it. But at least there will be a way, hopefully, after this that I can undo the damage that I've caused. And you're just like, murder! You caused me an inconvenience. I will kill you.
Yes.
Like, hey,
I'm
at
only
least
doing this just because he's so powerful. If he was like some normal person, I'd be perfectly fine with it. But
yeah, but he's not a normal person. You have some sort of a Novi has some sort of a fucking complex, I guess. Novi the bunny is just like, I must kill those who are powerful than me. What?
What?
Anyone who is more powerful than me, they must not live. But how are you going to kill them? I will figure it out.
Novikov in character does not want to kill Tharssis. This is just me going funny, how could I kill him?
No, literally though, actually, which, would speak to your wizard brain. Get it? Because of the amount of power you've found yourself now kind of just inheriting, that's why you have all those spells available to you now. And I don't know, Novi in game may be like, oh, this is pretty nice. This is pretty cool.
we start a revolution in Tharssis' mind while we're inside of it.
That's not possible.
It's a hive mind. If there's enough minds that go against one mind, wouldn't the majority win?
Not if his mind is the most powerful.
Yes, but all our minds combined.
Every hive has a queen. If you try to revolt against the queen, it does not end well.
I never said it would have to end well.
Well, hold on. Okay, I mean, if the bees don't like the queen, they fucking kill her.
Yes.
But you're not bees.
But we're in a hive mind.
Yeah, but for the most part, most of the minds that are in the hive mind have been disconnected from sentient thought most of the time.
No.
So that's why
Rebels.
That's why he said some of you here, I will directly quote what he said. He said, My knowledge... Hold on here. There will be side effects to this. Your mind and memories are... Oh, you didn't hear this. Sorry. Thank you for your cooperation. There will be side effects to this. Your mind and memories are laid bare to all, but only a select few will have any recollection of them. So, him saying that is like saying that only those that he's allowed the minds to stay, like, intact have that wherewithal. Like, you know, he's giving that ability to, like, the entirety of the party and the former party members, which is why when this is all over, there's going to be 14 there's going to be 14 of you fuckers that are going to have things unbeknownst to